Fellas!
Fellas.
It's Tuesday.
Can the fellas hear us?
Looks like it.
Nice.
I always rely on that little bar right there being right and hoping our voices come through loud and clear.
Nice. Well, fellas, we are here. We are officially done with week 1 NFL football. It's over.
It was
it's
everything
done.
it was supposed to be.
It was everything. If you missed last night's game, boy, I think you might have missed the greatest Monday Night Football game, or the worst, depending on how you looked at it. As far as the caliber of football, probably the worst Monday Night Football, most entertaining football game.
He's up there.
It basically, if you turn that game off in the fourth quarter at all, you have no idea how that ended. If you turn it off at the beginning of the fourth quarter, it turned a drastically different way. If you turned it off with a minute left in the fourth quarter, it turned a drastically different way. Basically, if you turned it off at any minute during that game, you missed a lot. Just insane. The way that the game ended, the way that everything just went, every way just was insane.
Did you hear about why they got that delay game? Actually, I should pull that up because I saw an article
The
on
kicker one?
Yeah.
For Daniel Carlson?
In overtime with for the Raiders. It was they couldn't find him. Gruden couldn't find the kicker.
Couldn't find Daniel Carlson?
Yeah. Couldn't find Daniel Carlson at all.
What the fuck?
So he wanted to kick it on second down from 26, from Baltimore's 26.
Yeah.
Called for the field goal unit to come on, as you do when you want to take a field goal.
Yeah.
And it was already taken long, and they had to use a timeout. He was warming up in the net, and everyone was just no. I guess no one bothered to look. But Gruden's like, our kicker was warming up in the net. No one could find him. Which I feel like would be the first place you should look for a kicker.
Yeah.
But man, it would be so funny if he was over there practicing kicks, and they're like, "Get out there!" and then he just like far right.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. I don't necessarily understand why. I would think it would be pretty easy to be like, "Hey, he's right there. See the one unathletic white guy standing over there? That's him."
See that guy kicking the ball into a net?
That's the guy.
That's not Derek Carr.
Over there. Yep, it's that guy.
No, I was really pissed after that game.
Yeah, Sean had a free bet on DraftKings for a same game parlay. Put together a 10-leg?
It was a 10-legger plus 900. And man, 9 out of the 10 legs hit before the game ended.
If the game didn't go to OT, if Raiders just would have not kicked that field goal to go to OT, it would have hit.
That's correct.
Because he had under
55.5.
Yeah.
When we went into overtime, the score was total 54.
So he needed a
So
tie.
I was sitting there going, "You better tie it.
You motherfuckers better tie this game."
I have beef with ESPN now. I have beef with the Raiders now. I'm just pissed because I couldn't listen to the game on the radio because ESPN owns Monday Night Football, so it's region locked, even though it's supposed to be broadcasted on all national stations.
Bullshit.
And then you I was trying to circumnavigate, download iHeartRadio because I guess iHeartRadio. I'm more like,
Right now, I'm not hearting.
Yeah, I'm not hearting much. And it was just nowhere. They got rid of all the channels on it. I was reading. I was like, okay, let me tune in to Albuquerque, New Mexico Sports Radio. They got it. Nope, can't do that.
What? What do you mean you can't turn into Albuquerque, New Mexico?
I mean, I can right now, just not when there's a game I want to listen to.
That's some horse shit.
Load of hoopla, but amazing game.
Yeah, absolutely insane. I'd kind of turned it off after half because it was like,
Seemed like the Ravens had it.
I was just like, this game, I don't want to watch you in this game. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not pleasing me. I'd rather get some sleep tonight, and then all of a sudden I stayed up late enough to see the game start changing, and I was like, oh, well, okay, I guess I'll turn it back on. And boy, am I glad I turned that game back on because holy shit. If you did miss it somehow, some way, or haven't seen anything about it, basically, Ravens winning the game. Raiders kind of stuck around, scored a late touchdown with Darren Waller. The Ravens march down the field. Justin Tucker does what Justin Tucker does and hits game-winning field goals with 30 seconds left,
Yep.
but the Raiders said, hold my dick, we're not done yet. Also marched down the field with only 30 seconds left. Daniel Carlson, who couldn't hit a fucking field goal on the Minnesota Vikings, goes out there and blasts a 55-yarder to send it to OT. Also, and then in OT, we have the Raiders at the 1-yard line. Looks like they score a touchdown. Game's over. All of a sudden, hang on, official review, ends up he's short by about half a yard. Then they try and run it in, get stuffed. They try and run it in again. They get a false start, have to go back 10 or 5, 10, whatever, 10 yards, 5 yards. 5 yards? Don't let me blank on this. Yeah, I was like, they have to go back 5 yards. And then they try and throw it in the end zone where it gets tipped up in the air and the Ravens catch it. It goes the other way. It looks like the Raiders have completely blown this game, pulled a Raiders situation. Looks like the game's over. All the Ravens have to do is march down the field a little bit, go kick another field goal with Justin Tucker, except Lamar Jackson fumbles the ball from his blind side. Raiders get the ball back, get in position. John Gruden goes, fuck this. We are kicking the ball on second down with 4 minutes left in this OT. I'm not letting any more dumb shit happen in this game.
Oh.
I'm kicking the fucking ball.
You really thought.
And then he gets a delay of game, and a bunch of shit happens, and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Send Derek Carr back in there. We're just going to play it out until it's fourth down, and then we'll kick the ball. Well, little Zay Jones says, hey, you ain't going to cover me? I'm just going to run towards the end zone. Derek Carr finds Zay Jones. Touchdown. Finally, game over. Raiders win 33-27. What a fucking game.
And I'm just sitting there in my car.
Yeah.
And I go, 27-33. Dang it.
Damn.
And then I steaming, heated, spewing. And then I look, it's 27-27 again.
Wait a second.
The score went down again? That was short-lived. Quite a game. Just what we needed for that Monday Night Football.
Yes, just what we needed to cap off the great opening weekend. I love the ESPN2 version when they had Eli and Peyton commenting. It was awesome. They had Charles Barkley, Ray Lewis, Russell Wilson, and Travis Kelce on. I unfortunately did not get to watch most of it because I turned it on in my household, and then I had stooges being like, when we have to listen to big forehand talk, I'd rather not. So we had to watch the normal broadcast, so I didn't see most of it.
Wow.
I enjoyed it for the seconds that I did watch.
What?
Yeah. I enjoyed it for the...
Why would you not want to listen to... He has a big brain beneath that big forehead.
Because we don't have football fans in this household. They just watch football because we watch football.
Oh.
And they don't want to listen to big forehand talking. Well. Anyways, so I missed most of that last night, but I bet it was awesome because that's what I've been fucking asking for from ESPN for fucking ever is give some commentators that we actually want to listen to during a Monday night game. Thank you for finally fucking listening. It only took you 30 goddamn years.
You've been asking for 30 years.
Yep. All 30. Yes, Braxton, we know you bought a Sandy Alcantara rookie card, and and now you're excited because you think he's going to be the Cy Young winner. Even though he did have a great game yesterday. He's had a bunch of pretty good games. Can't wait for him to go to the Yankees or the Dodgers because the Marlins can't pay for him, and then he turns into a fucking fuck. Anyways, it's Waiver Wire Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Would you look at that?
I have some, I guess, sleepers, you could say, for the Waiver Wire this week.
Mm-hmm.
See, people that you should definitely be looking into. Let me log into my fantasy football account. I was going to do it on my one, but realized I was in a 10-man, so that doesn't necessarily help in the waiver wire adding.
Yeah,
things.
not super reflective.
First waiver wire add, tight end. If you are struggling at tight end, you need to pick this guy up. He had a great end of the season last season. He came out, looked really good in this game so far. Cole Kmet, tight end for the Chicago Bears. Very underrated player. He was a rookie last year. He's shadowing Jimmy Graham on the other side. But Jimmy Graham is slowly losing the receiver role that he once had. As we know, Jimmy Graham's kind of been on the downhill slope as far as fantasy for a while now, and it looks like they're using him as a primarily blocking tight end while Cole Kmet is out at wide receiver or tight end. Super good. They keep trying to work him in more. They were trying to work him in more last year. So if you're struggling at tight end, Cole Kmet is one to look for. I know he's taken in a decent amount of leagues, deeper leagues, but that is a guy that you definitely want on your team. As far as wide receivers, Tim Patrick.
Yeah.
Tim Patrick of the Denver Broncos. Jerry Jeudy just went down with a high ankle sprain. Looks like he's gone for 4 to 6 weeks. Not going to lie, the wide receiving core looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, they're flying high.
Cortland Sutton actually was the... Yeah, I know. They're paying Jimmy Graham way too much money at the moment. Basically, Tim Patrick was one of the top wide receivers before Jerry Jeudy went down in that game. Cortland Sutton had, I don't know if an off game or just getting back into the swing of things. But Jerry Jeudy going down for 4 to 6 weeks will elevate Tim Patrick. He got a touchdown pass this past weekend. Just a really good player who looks like he's one of the favorite targets of Teddy Bridgewater. So Tim Patrick, probably not owned in very many leagues at all. Definitely worth a pickup. Also, at running back, Elijah Mitchell. I know he's on everyone's top claim right now on running backs, but it is worth it. Raheem Mostert looks like he's gone for 6 to 8, I think I saw.
He's out for a while now.
I know they got Trey Sermon sitting in there, but he wasn't even activated this week. I don't know. It's going to be a running back committee. I see 11.6 as his projection. I think that's a little bit high. Temper expectations a little bit on that one. However, there's a lot of people in fantasy football right now that need a running back, and Elijah Mitchell is an answer for at least 6 weeks. He's a flex guy for at least 6 weeks. I think him and Trey Sermon. It looks like they didn't want to give JaMychal Hasty much. They only gave him 1 carry. And yeah, Elijah Mitchell, I think, had 19 carries and another 2 or 3 receptions or something like that.
Yeah.
So definitely a good running back that you want to be looking for. If you can grab him, it's probably number 1 on your list. But if you can grab him, it's worth grabbing him. Also, one of the more nonchalant pickups that should be looked at is the Cardinals' defense. If you need a defense, if you're waiver wiring your defenses this year because you didn't take a good one in the draft. I don't think a lot of people took the Cardinals D as one of their defenses to have in fantasy this year.
No, probably not.
They were not projected to be very good, and after that first game, even with questions about their secondary with some of the guys that they have out and things, the Cardinals showed that defense is here to play this year. They've added weapons on that defense. J.J. Watt looks like he's just J.J. Watt. And even if he's not, he's still smart in putting pressure on the quarterback for other players to do their things. I think Cardinals D is a very, very good defense to be picking up right now. Other than that, I got, that's a wide receiver, running back, tight end, a defense. KJ Osborne, if you're really, really looking. Hang on. Why is this happening, Sean?
I don't know.
Why
I don't even know what's happening.
Why does my laptop say, no, I don't want you to work today? It just says, no, I did decide this day, that I do not want to work. Braxton, how much is that Jimmy Graham contract? I could look it up, but I know it's ridiculous for what he's getting paid. And it sucks because Cole Kmet is a better tight end than he is currently. Anyways, that is my waiver wire pickups. I think they are very solid. They can help your team. Tim Patrick has to be one of the best sleeper wide receivers to pick up right now, especially with Jerry Jeudy out. And then Elijah Mitchell is just... If you are in an auction waiver wire type fantasy league where you have to pay, you get like $100 of budget and then you have to pay for your free agency, Elijah Mitchell is one of those players that you go big on right now, especially if you're hurting at running back. It's a solid running back for 6 weeks. That is literally the crown jewel of free agent waiver wires. I know you're supposed to save your budget, but for 6 weeks, a running back at a flex position is literally what you want out of the waiver wire. So that is what you're saving your money for. I think it's totally worth going big on it. I know my league back home is probably someone's going full out $100 max on this guy. But that's Waiver Wire Tuesday. I do love Waiver Wire Tuesday. So many things can happen.
I live on the waiver wire.
Yeah, so many people. Well, I wish that my fantasy football would load at all. It's going to be one of those days. I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get real fucking angry. Anyways. A new week of football. A new week of news. A new week of stories.
Yeah.
What do you got over there?
I just got a little thing that Fletcher Cox reworked his contract to save $11.1 million in cap space this year.
Oh, nice.
So I like to hear that. But besides that, we got a couple things. Let's start with the Washington football team. All that speculation about Cam Newton, probably not going to happen.
Damn.
Kyle Shermer out of Vanderbilt just got signed to their practice squad. He was on the Bengals practice squad since last year. But now he's on the football team. Probably will be brought up to the third string behind Heineke and Kyle Allen. So, doesn't look like Cam, if he continues his career, will be continuing with Ron Rivera in Washington.
Darn.
So,
would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been cool, but here we are. Kind of could see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean.
But they don't want to mess up. I mean, hey, Heineke looked.
He has looked in the past pretty good, and he looked decent. I got to give him a shot.
Give him a ride him out a little. See what happens. Also, out of the Texans organization, apparently they're just keeping Deshaun Watson like in a timeout cage.
Yeah.
No, not completely, but he's completely not with the rest of the team. He's been working out at the facility every day, but he's been completely separated from everyone else on the team. So they're kind of hoping, I guess, to stir up a little desire in him to be like, I gotta get back out there.
I gotta get there.
That whole thing is so weird, and I love the fact that they won. Because it just makes it even weirder. If they start winning games and he's just on the roster and not allowed to communicate with the team, and he's in there training every day, and they're, just weird. Just so weird. I don't know what their plan is necessarily now, because I think if they wanted to trade him, apparently they got offered 3 first-rounders and 3 third-rounders before the draft, and they did not take it. So I'm not sure what they're looking for besides Deshaun Watson playing football for him.
Yeah. That's just stupid. How could you not get rid of the guy?
It's a power move. I just don't know if it makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense. You know the guy can't play football this year. Or possibly ever.
Yeah.
The risk reward is just ridiculous. Why? Like, you already have to sell a house. He's not going to play for you anymore. He already said he's not going to play for you anymore.
I think the one thing that is interesting is this would actually be the only time he could play football. It would be like right now up until 2022.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to play for you. It's a perfect time to trade him. He can actually still play football right now.
Yeah, but they're like, well, in that case, get out, put on your uniform, and get out there.
And he's like, no. Fuck you guys.
And they're like, all right. Oh, fuck you.
Fine, we're just going to keep you and fuck our whole other team over. Blah, 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 blah. Just to prove a point.
I mean, you know what? More I think about it, why would you give another team Deshaun Watson just because he doesn't want to play with you?
Because you get 3 first-rounders and other players, and you get rid of the contract.
They're undefeated.
And.
Hey, he'll be gone. I do. It doesn't make sense to get rid of him or not get rid of him before he has to go to court. But regardless, it's a strange power move, and I don't know. I don't like it necessarily, but it's very like. Let's see what happens. What happens when dude's like, well, I'm not playing. And they're like, have fun. You have to stand over there. It's just not what you'd ever expect.
Fun. You belong that way.
That's fine, man. Don't talk to Tyrod. Just leave him alone. Don't make him mad. What if he plays like week 4? What if he's like, all right, guys, I've been thinking. And they're like 2-2. And then he comes in.
Yeah.
And just wins out.
I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like at that point, this could be, who knows? Depending on how those cases go, this could be your last season of the NFL.
I mean, I think Deshaun didn't want to play because he thought his team was going to go 0-17. If they started out like 3-1, like 2-1, 2-2, he'd be like, so you're saying we have a chance?
They looked good, and granted it was against Jacksonville, but they looked good.
Yeah, I think they're going to come back to reality here in this next week.
No.
Have a feeling.
No.
I have a feeling. I was pretty high on them week 1, but after that I said...
Hammer the Texans.
Yikes. Yikes.
No, probably not. Also, I want to talk about... We all know that everyone has hot takes, overreactions, misplaced trust, misplaced anger, misplaced distrust. All of this after week 1 of football.
Yes.
You'd think it was the Super Bowl. It isn't. We actually have 16 weeks, or 17 including your buys. 16 weeks, which is normally how many we have in a normal season. We have an entire regular season of football left.
Yeah, we do. That's a great observation.
Plus the extra game. So we took care of 17. Now we have a regular 16-game season. That one didn't even count. That was warm-up. So,
that was just
but as people overreact and make crazy moves, the sports books must follow suit.
Yes.
So, I have up here what all of the future odds for the divisional winners during the preseason were. And then over here, I have what they are now. So I want to see which ones have made the most wild moves, the craziest shifts and changes. We'll start with the NFC least, which might be doing a little better than the least these days. Well,
1 win.
So, yeah. Okay.
Your team in the NFC East is doing better than
and the Cowboys had a really respectable game.
Yes.
Football team did some somethings, and then the Giants looked pretty bad. But so going into the season, where are you? There you are. Cowboys were big time favorites at plus between 105 and 115. Then it was the football team 320, Giants 450, Eagles at 500.
Okay.
Want to hear that's shifted after 1 week of football? Cowboys still favorites plus 135. Football team got a huge bump all the way to 250. Then the Eagles 350, and then the Giants at plus 600.
Wow.
I honestly might take that.
Plus 600 after week 1.
They still could very well be the best team in that division.
Yeah,
I am no part of me thinks that they couldn't beat any of those teams.
I would completely agree.
So that's a bit wild. Now, one I'm interested in for sure is the Packers. They actually haven't moved much.
Really?
I thought they were gonna come tumbling a bit, but no.
Well, I mean, the whole division lost, so.
Yeah, I guess that just kind of
NFC
that's
North
neutral.
Is 0-4.
Vikings. It's all about the same, really. Yeah, I think Detroit's getting disrespected all the way down at the bottom there.
I mean, after watching week 1, I don't know who the fuck's gonna win that division.
NFC West
What
is
a nightmare.
Yeah, they're the NFC best.
What a nightmare to be in that division.
There's something else. It was already, and this is weird. The Cardinals are still at plus 500. That seems like a lot to me. I don't know. That seems like something you should really take just for
the disrespect the Cardinals are getting this season.
They just did some dirty work.
You know, like, it's one thing to have a high ceiling and, like, a decent floor coming into the season and then still kind of get disrespected. And it's another thing to show everyone week one, like, hey, we're here. And you still get disrespected by the books just because the rest of your division looked good.
And so the Rams and Niners were like plus 175 before the season. Now they both are up to plus 200. They're tied though. That's your pick.
That's just crazy.
And then the Seahawks are 275, which they have been at forever.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals went from plus 600 to plus 500.
Disrespect.
Yeah, a little disrespectful there.
Yeah,
Bills
that feels kind of.
It seems a little off, right?
Yeah, that feels very much off. Let's
Bills,
remember who they
they
beat
took
compared to who else.
I know.
Beat.
It's very strange, right?
Yeah.
It's a little surprising off the bat that they were that much further back, but I don't know.
Who knows, man?
The AFC East didn't see much movement, even though I kind of thought it would. Bills are still at the top in the minuses. Minus 150 to about minus 120.
They did not look good.
Dolphins actually went down like 100 points, plus 225, down from plus 325.
There you go.
After a...
Deservedly so.
I guess so. I mean, they barely beat the Patriots, who are already still lower than them. But, hey, give it to them.
It's a division win.
Yeah, division win. We'll take them. Pats plus 350. That's what they've run up to 380. And the Jets. Oh,
took a
they already went up 1,000 from 2,500 to 3,500.
Holy shit!
So, and again, it's like, well, they didn't look bad.
They didn't look that much worse than the Patriots, the Dolphins, and the Bills. I mean, the Bills look real bad. Granted, they played the hardest team, but
it's like the Bills. I could see. We know they're good. They might just continue. They could just have a flub season, and that does happen. But makes sense. I just can't. I don't know, man. The NFC South. I did not consider. Now, see, this is the one I really wanted to see was the AFC South. I really wanted to see if the Texans passed the Jags.
Yeah.
They did not.
Really?
No.
That's so
after that stomping, beat down, punch in the face, they did not move up. Although they did move up quite a bit. Okay. Titans were at minus 110. They are still at minus 110. Colts were at plus 150. They it was crazy. Went up to plus 160. Insane. The Jags, on the other hand, they were plus 1,200. Now they're plus 1,000. So they actually improved.
How did they go up?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, they were plus 650. Okay. They were plus 1,200 in March, but then T-Law. Okay. T-Law effect, plus 1,200, plus 900, plus 650 over a course of 3 weeks. And then Texans were at plus 25 preseason. Now they're plus 14.
Can we talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars real quick? Because it sounds like Urban Meyer's done.
Really?
He doesn't want to coach? I've seen multiple reports now say that Urban Meyer's just heart's not in it, not a big just doesn't really enjoy where he is right now. Not all in it, doesn't like it. I think he knows that the team just fucking hates him. He's tried to treat this like college, it sounds like, and it's just not working. And I don't blame him, man. If you have an entire team that's not, heart's not into it was the quote. If you have a team that's not buying into your system and it looks like there is no way to turn it around and just the team basically just doesn't like you as their coach and that's the performance they gave in their first week was against the Texans getting blown out, I would probably just be like, I don't know if this one's for me. I really don't know. So Urban Meyer's time as an NFL head coach may be very, very, very short.
He's going to USC.
Yeah, right. If there is a corrupt man that shouldn't go to a more corrupt program, it would be Urban Meyer going to USC.
You say that, but
It's just
they just go together.
I cannot think of a guy who's been scrutinized more for the things that he's done in college football to go coach at a program that has been scrutinized a lot about the corrupt things they've done in football. It's not. That would be the most evil team in college football. Fuck the Clemsons, fuck the Bamas, fuck everyone else. USC as Urban Meyer as their head coach would be evil.
They'd be villainous.
They'd be villains.
You need a heel.
We have Bama and all those other guys that we already don't like.
But we don't like them because they're good, not because they're evil.
We don't need to add it to USC. I'm fine with USC being dog shit for.
But what if they're dog shit and evil?
I guess if they lose,
Like a real.
they did get clocked by Stanford in week 1.
It's all about the entertainment. We're putting out a TV product.
If this man leaves the Jacksonville Jaguars to go coach at USC,
It would be the funniest thing that has ever happened. This would already be the funniest season
I think
ever.
Jacksonville might go dehead him.
Yeah.
Like the diehard fans in Jacksonville might. I would be pretty upset.
It's funny. I just saw a quote from him after the loss, and it says, "We've all got our asses kicked before, except for Trevor Lawrence, who you gave him his first regular season loss, actually. So no, that you have not. You might have. He didn't.
Who could have seen that coming?
I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars, with the quarterback in his first week in the NFL, will lose.
Who could have seen
No, but I'm just saying it's funny
Trevor
that
Lawrence
in the
smacked in the mouth.
everyone, dude. No one's like, they're a powerhouse. He's gonna be amazing. He's gonna pass to all of the receivers that he has, and his defense with all of the players I can name are gonna be really, really good for. No, I just thought it was ironic that that was his first regular season loss in his life. And he goes, yeah, we've all got our ass kicked before. And it's like, no, he hasn't.
There's someone on your team that's literally never lost a game before.
No, he hasn't. It's your fault. Urban.
Yeah.
Why is your name Urban? It's how you describe an area.
I just don't
Urban, suburban.
I don't like him at all.
Super suburban.
I didn't like him when he was on Ohio State. I didn't like him when he was a cheater and got suspended as a coach at Ohio State. I didn't like him when he was still a cheater and came back as the coach at Ohio State. And I don't like him as a coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Suburban Meyer. He's going to retire.
Suburban Meyer.
Suburban
Meyer. That's funny. No, don't like the guy. Very happy that he's on his way out.
Would you like him better if he was Suburban Meyer?
Probably a little bit. Very happy that he's a big crybaby bitch and he's like, the NFL's too hard. I need to go back to college. Dumbass bitch. Don't take a job that you can't take, you idiot. This guy's track record is just so bad. Like, just so bad. He had to cheat to win in college. And he came to the NFL and thought Tim Tebow would be a good fucking tight end for you. And then you do all this shit in the locker room that sounds like the weirdest things I've ever heard in my life. Like, more than the Eagles head coach. He's doing weirder things than that, which is, I didn't think was possible. He's not even biting off kneecaps over there.
No, he is not.
Like, what do you have to claim? What's your claim to fame? Sirianni. What is his name? Sirianni? You're
who? The head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah, the guy that... No.
Yeah, that's Nick Sirianni, baby.
Sirianni, yeah. At least he has, like, his claim to fame just being a weirdo.
And you know what?
Motor City Dan Campbell's got the kneecaps.
He's intense.
All Urban Meyer's got is the guy who tried to get Tim Tebow to play tight end on his team.
And I'd almost prefer if I had a coach that didn't have a thing.
Yeah, you don't
Maybe if the thing was just being good at coaching.
Yeah.
Or winning games consistently, or being well liked amongst all. Hey, and you know what? Nick Sirianni, like I said, he seems like a real odd dude. And if he's got the locker room, if he's like one of those guys that's real weird until you talk to him for like 30 minutes, and then you're like, oh,
I really like
this guy just has a really cool brain.
Yeah.
And I was hoping it'd be that kind of situation. Seems like it might be that.
Hey,
only other really
team buys
crazy.
In. It doesn't matter how weird the guy is.
It helps if the guy's weird. If the team's gonna be weird with him.
Yeah.
Get weird out there. AFC North saw a lot of movement, though. This is the last one, and this is one of the biggest.
Yeah, I can imagine this one.
Ravens were the favorite before this week. Now they are not. It went preseason odds: Ravens plus 115, Browns plus 150, Steelers plus 425, Bungles plus 2,500. Now Browns took the lead big time. Plus 125 went down from plus 150 to 125 to take the front. Ravens went from plus 115 all the way to plus 180. Steelers went down about 100 to plus 310. Bengals went down about 500 to plus 2,000.
Steelers are really at plus
I like the Steelers right there. Because the Brownies are going to be good this year. They're going to be good. I don't know if they're going to be wild card or divisional good, though.
The Ravens are going to be about 500.
Yeah, I think the injury bug bit them too hard before the season started for them to. I mean, I'm not counting them out of the playoffs yet.
No,
I don't think it'll be by winning the division.
No,
with the competition
and with the Steelers, how they looked week 1, and what our kind of thinking was beforehand, that's really disrespectful at the Steelers at plus 310. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, Bengals 2000, they won.
Yeah,
but
they did win.
They did win.
Not in the most impressive fashion.
No, it wasn't fantastic, and they very easily could have just thrown it away, but
they didn't.
The
other team did.
Yeah, they didn't bungle it, and they went down a little bit. So that's interesting. Just a little something.
What else do we got? Do we have anything non-football?
What is?
Is that even a thing?
What are those words
days?
to get?
Is that a thing these days?
Nuns playing football?
Something like that.
That'd be sweet.
I don't even know if there is a such thing as non-football related injuries anymore. Or stories. Injuries too, I guess.
And everyone just gets hurt playing football, but everyone else is fine. I'm telling you, it sure is hard to find not football news.
Yeah, there is not a big compilation of them. Fantasy baseball, yes, my favorites. Having to set a line every single day, yes, my favorite. I'm not actually talking about MLB fantasy baseball.
I was gonna hope so because I'd really be interested to hear what insights you'd have about fantasy baseball.
Yeah, I don't got any. That's the end of my knowledge is don't play fantasy baseball because I've done it once and it is not fun at all. Wow, it's just. Nope. We can talk about how bad Ohio State is. Because people are fucking losing their mind there.
Is the AAC just going to be dead?
I don't know. I don't know how this whole division conference thing is going to work. I keep seeing little bloops of like, oh, the AAC may join here. Oh, the Big 12 is not getting disbanded. Oh, this team denies trying to end the Big 12. Oh, this team thinks that they should be part of this conference. And I'm like, can we just stop at the whole fucking conference thing and just have everyone go play each other and we'll just decide who's the best from there at this point? Everyone's trying to be in this other conference. Like, who the fuck cares?
Well, we should very well care because Cincinnati, Houston, UCF are no longer in the AAC.
Temple might win a game.
Yeah, so the three best schools
are gone
across football and basketball, probably, right? Because
yes,
are gone. So actually, until Oklahoma and Texas are out, they're gonna have 14 teams in there potentially. They could have a real. I mean, with Cincinnati and even Houston coming in. And BYU are also, but they're not AAC, but from the WCC, yeah. So I'm just like, what's going on? What's going to happen to the ACC?
ESPN's got to be pissed because that Big 12 ain't going nowhere.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right, here we go. Here's the actual article right here. So that's actually funny. Remember Bob Bowlesby? Remember him? Big 12 commish? We talked about him.
Yeah.
Remember Big Bob Bowlesley?
Yeah. He was angry before.
So he came out and he says, yeah, I think the AAC is trying to steal the rest of our conference.
No.
Then you got stole.
Turns out you were stealing the AAC's conference.
Yeah, the Steelers got steal-lead, but they're not talking about Pittsburgh. And they're just gone. Yeah, and it's so funny. Now, looking back at them, it's like they were strongly denied by the AAC commissioner those claims that they were trying to get Big 12 teams. And why would any Big 12 member want to join a lesser league with smaller media rights deal and no Power 5 autonomy? They want to move up, not down. So I'm just trying to, what are they going to do? Where are they trying to add anybody? Who are they targeting? Okay, so basically it says, if you're in a good conference, why would you join the AAC after they've gotten even worse? If you're in a bad conference, why would you join a conference that's at least downtrending? So,
yeah,
I'm not getting a lot of hope for the AAC here.
Which is fair because the AAC has been kind of a not very good conference for a while now. That's why I was shocked to see that Big 12 AAC and Pac-12 AAC and Big 10 were trying to band together, because I'm like, two of those conferences are a lot different than the third one.
Well, that was never there. That whole thing was I'm assuming it's when it comes anything with these conferences, because like you said, like what's even like why not just all play? It's because media rights deals.
Yeah.
So anything with that is gonna be, I suppose even if the teams are bad, probably could have a better deal, probably have a decent amount of viewership. I don't know. So there's just nothing. They're just basically like, yeah, well, they stink now. They're going to have to add some real bad teams. Now they're going to be like the Sun Belt.
They're probably going to struggle a little bit.
So.
Bye, AAC.
That's pretty sad.
At least Temple will have a better conference record than we normally do, because the best three teams are gone.
Yeah.
We may actually, win our 6-team conference now. But how many teams are left in our conference then?
That's a good question. What's happening with the AAC?
Can't be many.
It was 11.
You got 8?
So I guess 8.
I guess 8? And that's just as of right now? Wait, so is this all like for next year, or they just switched now, or?
No, that's a good question. I can't imagine that it's switched
they just
for football.
Switch mid-season.
Because I think they have to play out their schedule.
Yeah, I would imagine that.
I would really hope that.
I'd imagine it's not right now, but it could be next year, or maybe when the Big 12 does their thing. That's crazy that UConn's actually moving. That's a very good program to move in. I mean, good for them. They're finally in a Power 5.
Was UConn moving too?
Wait, no, it wasn't UConn?
Houston, Cincinnati, UCF.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, hey, is it good for Temple? Someone will tell us. Probably not.
Probably not, because our strength of schedule is going to go way down.
Yeah, all it does is, like, sure, we win more games, so we play worse teams, and then, I mean, we're going to get an even smaller media rights deal, which means even less money for the program.
And we might not even win more games in the way we're trending.
No, probably not. Probably stay the same.
Tell you what the problem is with Temple University football, because there's no reason that D1 school should not have a amazing program considering all the money that they bring in as a state school, pretty much. They have 30,000 students. You want to know why? It's because they have their fucking field at the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium. They don't have their
That's
own.
not why the football team's bad.
Yes, it is.
Why would that be why the football team's bad?
Because no one goes to their fucking games. They have to pay
Yes,
millions.
they do.
They have to pay millions of dollars out of pocket to play in that stadium, which gives them very little money for recruiting and anything else. And nobody wants to play in that fucking stadium with only a quarter of the people in it. If you have a stadium on campus, it's filled every single game. Players want to come play in front of a stadium that is full. You get better recruiting with a stadium on campus where you can show that you sell out every game, and then you make your own money rather than paying the Philadelphia Eagles $1 million a game and only keeping 10% of the revenue from concessions and things and busing and things, and you have to pay for busing to get your students over in that fucking parking lot where you get no money, for any of that. You make zero money off college football.
No, a field on campus would be full every game if the team was good.
No, it'd be full every game.
No.
It'd be full every single game.
Because when Temple's good, it's pretty full.
Where would you be on a Saturday at Temple University if there was a game on campus?
If I wasn't going to watch Temple get blown out, I'd be at the game.
I would go.
I would go to the games, bro. I was at the game. Games are good. Except they lost all of them. When I just know, I saw the drop-off from our freshman year when we had a team that could actually do some things.
Yeah.
Even they were exceedingly disappointing.
Oh, yeah.
But they were the least of our 4 years there. The least disappointing
They were the
one.
least. Was that the year we? No,
it
that
was
wasn't
pretty
the year we lost.
electric. Again, you're right. It's not full, but the lower bowl was full.
Semi-full.
Semi-full. But it looked full. It didn't look splotchy. It looked good. It's just now a bad team with a place on campus would be more likely to have more people because no one's going to take the subway to see a bad team.
Yep.
But come on, $2.50 in like a 10-minute subway ride
make
to go to an
money.
NFL.
We lose millions of dollars every football season. Millions and millions and millions and millions. Every single football season, every single game, we lose $1 million. How are you supposed to recruit and have a top-level football team when you lose more money than you bring in?
I just don't think. Are you
positive?
Sure.
I literally went to school for this. They lose $1.2 million every single, and they just extended the contract to lose more money every single time they play in that stadium. They make 10% of concession revenue.
I get that, but like, they don't have like one donor guy that comes in and is like, by the way.
They have plenty of donors, but when you are shelling out $1.2 million every time you play a home game, and there's no fucking fans to fill it.
That's like 5 games though.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So $6 million a year, on top of getting your students there, on top of not making any money off concessions,
so
on top of getting your team there and all the staff there and everything else there, on top of.
But
there's just no money coming in.
I don't think do teams typically make a lot of money
off
from
their own stadiums? Fuck yeah.
Just from ticket
tickets, concessions. If you sell alcohol in your stadium,
what about the costs that go with the stadium? I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, I never thought that the stadium was probably a top way the team made money. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I thought it was more media.
Media is a huge one.
People just giving them money.
But we're not getting a media deal.
Well, no. And now we're even less so because the AAC is dying.
So that's the thing. In our situation, in Temple University's situation, they have to have a stadium because we don't have the broadcast rights. We don't have the other things that a lot of other big teams have. We need to make money off of people coming to watch the games. And when you're already paying to go play a game, and then people aren't coming because you suck, you're just losing more and more and more and more and more money. Temple University's football team does not make money. The only team that does is Temple University men's basketball. It's the only profitable team in all of our D1 division sports.
But that's normally the case, right?
It's normally
almost every school is just football and basketball.
It's normally almost always men's football and basketball, and then once you get into the SEC, baseball can a lot of times
Makes
make you
sense.
money.
Yeah.
And then women's softball can occasionally.
Interesting.
And Big Ten women's volleyball can occasionally
Oh.
make some money. But other than that,
I don't
almost
listen to Big
every
Ten
single
volleyball.
D1 sport loses money for the school. Unfortunately.
Now here's an interesting thing. If Temple could actually improve closer again to like what they were like in 2015.
Yeah, back in the Penn
when
State.
they beat Penn
back
State,
in
all
the Penn
that.
State days.
Even like, so we're not even talking like you don't have to go undefeated. You don't have to do any of that. Not even in fake weird bad AAC.
No.
Win,
But get
win
to a
most
bowl
of them.
game. Get to a bowl game. Get 6-5 or 7-6, whatever it is. Get to
What
a
would
bowl game.
save the program, regardless of where they're playing, all that, is an expanded football playoff. Because they could really sneak into an expanded football player in a conference with no teams.
If their schedule is easy enough and they did route everyone and maybe had one significant, like, bigger team win, they might be able to squeak something in if they had, like, a hell of a season.
But then the problem is almost everything's going on here stems from these teams trying to avoid said expanded playoffs, you know? And it's kind of like...
You think like the big teams are really against the expanded playoff?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I do. And that's the only people who would possibly be against it. Nobody who enjoys college. Like I will never say I'm a huge college football guy.
No,
but I'll watch a game.
Yeah.
Like, sure. That's cool.
I enjoy Saturdays
It's
turning
football.
on games and big games and stuff. I'm just not.
Like I would always rather watch football than not watch football.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I just never. There's just too much.
There's too much,
and it's not that great. Too many bloods. It's hard to find a gem. You know, it's a lot of sand.
There's a
lot
lot
of cool shiny rocks.
There's you're gonna watch 95 good games by the time you watch 5 really solid good games.
But I love the playoff. When the playoffs come around, that's electric football.
Yeah.
That's so fun. And so nobody from the casual to the most diehard fan, I can't imagine anybody who watches the game does not want it.
It's like, oh God, expanded playoff, more football, more entertainment, more
like
actual upsets.
Yeah, something like some really cool storylines. And it's crazy how amazing of storylines and all that we've had with just 4 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's always a shock. Like, how is it? But now it was supposed to be that 12-team thing, and now it doesn't seem like that's happening because this is all SEC doing something. It's such a mess. Dang collegiate athletics. This is how you make everyone who's an athlete go somewhere else.
Exactly.
This is why the G League Ignite exists. This is why we should probably just start the Hey Fellas Football League.
Honestly, we could probably we could run it a lot better than the NCAA runs their shits. I promise you.
All right. After the show, we're gonna talk about.
we're gonna brainstorm how we
seriously.
fix this
if
shit.
we somehow make like $1 million this year, right? We make a developmental football league.
Sure.
That's just like the G League, kind of like the Ignite, and we just get a couple real good coaches. We get Coach JB, bring him out of retirement, so he can call people slapdicks, and then we get some nice TV cameras streaming on heyfellas.youtube.com.
Yep.
That's not our URL. Don't try it. That won't take you anywhere. And we get these guys drafted, huh?
I think so.
Bishop Sycamore can have a fake school and we can't have a football league? Come on.
This is horseshit.
This is horseshit.
All right, fellas.
Honestly, I did not even know about that AAC news until...
Yeah, how did I not hear about that?
Oh, sorry.
I have every alert on for Temple, and I did not get one alert that the fucking conference is leaving. It's fine. Anyways.
Oh, you want to hear one more?
Yes.
I know this is just about Temple, so I don't know if it's that interesting to listen
It's
to.
our show.
But it's pretty cool. If the question is, why hasn't Temple ever been approached by a Power 5? There's anything about recently bad. But there is a long...
When they beat Penn State,
there's a good... I mean,
sticking it to Notre Dame.
I'm assuming you probably weren't super into Temple's athletics when you were growing up in Minnesota.
Yeah, no, I definitely probably didn't know who they were until I was about...
But there was a time
freshman, sophomore in high school.
They were always in March Madness.
I do.
Because you always saw them on the bracket.
Because I remember when I was doing my research of what school I wanted to apply for, and I was doing my sport and recreation management stuff, and like looking at Temple had the top program, and I remember looking and being like, Temple University. I'm like, they're really good at basketball, right?
Yeah.
I remember always seeing Temple in March Madness. I remember always seeing Temple like
whatever it is, the third winningest program or whatever.
Yeah, third. Yeah, I think right behind like Kentucky or whatever.
Yeah, Kentucky and Notre Dame or not Notre Dame.
And then you see him occasionally on ESPN during top 10 when the fans storm the field when they beat the Penn State or the Notre Dame out of no, like definitely know who they are. And I wouldn't think it's too far fetched to put them in a Pac-12.
Yeah, I think right now probably not.
No, right now, but 4 years ago I would have said definitely.
From like the mid 2000s to mid 2010s.
We could have beaten fucking Rutgers and taken their spot in the Big Ten
easily.
Rutgers is trash.
Yeah,
even though they just demolished.
But this is from an administrator who's at a Power 5 conference. Mm-hmm. He said the recent football and basketball downturn came at a really awful time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's if you didn't know every single conference was gonna blow up, be like, it's cool, we'll bounce back, and maybe you'd have a little more urgency.
Yeah, just a little bit.
If you don't get it together by 2020, you're gonna be in a defunct league.
I remember our freshman year of college, the big thing was like, we should be Power 5. Like that was the storyline, the narrative of the whole season is like, we deserve to be a Power 5 school, blah blah. Like watch this, and then we just kind of.
All right, so this is actually interesting. So the Big Ten won't consider Temple because Penn State gets the league into like Pennsylvania and Philly, and then Rutgers and Maryland are already surrounding the city, and they don't want another one, which is weird because Penn State is not associated with
Penn State is in the middle of the fucking mountain. In a little cult elevated city.
It really is.
By itself. And all of a sudden you drive through absolute nothing trees and just you're going like this on a road.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it opens up and it's like, by the way, you're at Penn State. And everyone
there
everyone there is in a fucking cult.
It's insane. Because you first know you get there when you're in the little skirt houses, the locals.
Yes, the locals.
And they just have, we are all this stuff.
Like literally houses are painted in Nittany lions.
And then they have this toll booth where they give you the Kool-Aid. And you always have to, what our family always did, we would pretend to drink the Kool-Aid and then throw it out the window.
Yes.
But man, I know some people who have drank the Kool-Aid and they have never left.
I still have never. I was at a concert in Philly a couple of years ago. There was this girl next to me.
And she kept some Kool-Aid.
We were. There was an EDM concert going on, and she kept going, "We are," to like the beat. And after about the third time she said it, I snapped my head and I was like, "Shut the fuck up! Like you are in Philly. Go back to your fucking country." Like, way up there, go back to your fucking cult. We don't like you here. Go away. Also, if you don't know, everyone in the state of Pennsylvania that is not a Penn State fan fucking hates Penn State.
Yeah.
Like, really, really hates them.
True.
That place is a cult. That place is just not okay. I hate that place.
It is It's a really fascinating thing.
I've been there twice. And both times I just look around and I'm like, you people are strange. You are strange people.
So anyway, SEC, Big 12, Pac-12 are just like, we don't go in the Northeast. We're the SEC, the Pac-12. I don't know why the Big 12 wouldn't, but I can see the other two. Probably makes sense that they wouldn't have a school in Philadelphia. But what about the ACC? Just probably not. I guess they didn't really. This is my other thing with Temple. And maybe it's just going back to the stadium thing.
Yeah.
We do have the basketball on campus. And did you know we have the 8th highest attendance in the AAC?
in the AAC
in our
alone?
conference.
Jesus.
We're 8. We have a home court. Hey, it helps. But you need a good team.
This is true.
You need something to watch.
This is true.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
can't tailgate for basketball games.
No, you can't tailgate. But there's no reason. I mean, look, Houston can have more people at their basketball games than us. Yeah. Cincinnati, sure.
Yeah.
UCF even, yeah.
Yeah. But
But who? I don't want to know who else was in that 8. I couldn't tell you.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
All
right, fellas.
Keep an eye on college though. It's gonna get weird, and it can only get weirder.
¿Dónde está la bets? Aquí.
Uno momento, por favor. Estamos.
Yo soy break time. I didn't learn Spanish. I took American Sign Language.
Vamos a la siesta. Kinda. It's like a nap.
All I have to say is
we could nap. Ooh. Did you just call me a little bitch?
No, that was bullshit.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
And then you go like this. It's bullshit.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. It's real. That's actually how you sign bullshit.
Is it actually?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
My deaf ASL teacher taught me that one back in high school. She didn't teach us swear words, but that one she did. Teach
I mean,
us.
that's too funny.
Yeah, it is like the greatest sign word ever. Like you literally do a bull and then you just do the
that
bull.
makes a. He's
It's
got
great,
some
dude.
he's got some explosive diary. He's
Yeah,
like,
I know. It's quite a language, let me tell you what.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow, what a fun fact to go out on. So, quick break. About 5 minutos.
Yeah. I forgot the sign for 5 minutes, so. Other than that, yeah.
You don't know how to sign in 5 minutes?
Well, I know it's 5, but I forgot what minutes are. I forgot what minutes are. No.
5 watches.
Yeah, that would be.
We'll be back in 5 watches.
All right. Bye, fellas.
Bye.
fellas, my partner has removed himself. I believe he's coming shortly. Well, let's get into the bets. There he is. He's here. It's all good. Yeah. Fellas, we're back for the bets.
Wow.
Fellas,
We're here.
back. We're here. We're
Wow.
ready.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I didn't think you'd see me like this.
We have MLB. We have one WNBA game today, and we might as well, glance at Thursday Night Football just to
Already?
see what's going on. You can't look at it too early. Gotta check it out a little bit. But let's
Who
start
do
with
we
the Broncos. Saints.
Oh.
No, that might be wrong. Stop it. Don't listen to me.
Well, that'd be an interesting one.
Don't listen to me. Do not listen to me. That could be very, very wrong.
But what if it's right?
It would be a hell of a shot in the dark. Giants football team.
That's very wrong.
So close. So close.
Let's see. Yeah, the Broncos do have blue on their uniforms sometimes.
Yes.
and-
The Saints are relatively the same team as the football team.
Yeah, they both are football teams
Yep.
in one way or another.
Yep. Anyways,
Do the
let's.
Saints Broncos play this week?
No.
Damn it! You got me all excited. This game is not even real.
Broncos play Jags and Saints play. Saints play. Wow. Panthers.
Both of those are worse. Now I'm mad.
Yeah.
Giants football team should be a game though. We'll get into that.
Yeah. It will in fact be a game. MLB.
A good one.
Good one. MLB. Let's start it out with the doubleheader, the early game of the day. Other than that, we don't have sports until like 6:30 tonight. Just take a nice, long, easy break. It's been a lot of days of a lot of sports all day. Let's just take it easy today. We don't have to rush anything. It's a nice, easy, relaxing day of sports that normal start times and everything. But if you aren't okay with that and you'd like an early game, there is a doubleheader at the beginning of the day for MLB at 3:10 with Tristan McKenzie on the mound for the Cleveland Indians on the road going against Joe Ryan and the Minnesota Twins at minus 122 at home. Tristan McKenzie is 4-6 with a 1 point. Hang on. You little bitch. Come here. Aha. Tristan McKenzie is 4-6 with a 4.44 ERA, the 1.08 WHIP, 5.0 average innings pitched with a 273 on base percentage. His earned run log 1, 1, 1, 0, 236, 250. Hasn't let up a dinger in 4 games. The man in his past 4 games has gone 8, 7, 6, and 6 innings with only 3 earned runs allowed across all 4 of them. Man is on fire right now. Absolutely killing it. However, he's going against Joe Ryan, who's 1-1, 2.25 ERA, the .42 WHIP, 6 average innings pitched.
Jeez.
He's only given us 12 this season.
Okay.
He gave us 5 innings against the Chicago Cubs, in which he let up 3 hits and 3 earned runs, which isn't too bad. And then he came back against Cleveland, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 0 earned runs. Man's kind of a beast.
Kind of big dog.
Kind of a big dog. I will say that wasn't... Oh, wait. Nope. Sorry. This was for game 2. Never mind. Don't listen to me yet. I will say that I don't know what to do in this game. That is what I will say. Not let's go Twins. No, not go Twins. Yeah, the under maybe at 6.5, considering both these pitchers look like they're going to be fucking crazy. That's about all I have for that. Other than that, I don't like doubleheader games. I especially don't like doubleheader games that has the Minnesota Twins in it because, you know me. Oh, my God. One of our only losses yesterday. So, just so everyone knows, the only 2 losses on all of VIP yesterday, and it was a massive fucking VIP slate, was Lamar Jackson not scoring a touchdown. That game going into OT, because if the game doesn't go into OT last night, we win our Monday Night Football bet. And the Twins and Yankees going under 10.5, which looked great. Didn't look great in the first inning. It was 4-0, and then for the rest of the game, it looked amazing. And then the fucking Yankees score 3 runs in the bottom 8th to tie it up 5-5, and of course we have to go to extra innings to get the fucking 6 run from someone, and that's how we missed the under yesterday. Fucking Aaron Judge can go suck a fat one. That guy pissed me off yesterday. Anyways, moving on to 6:35, because I hate that first game. Wade Miley on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds on the road, getting -150, going against Dylan Peters and the Pittsburgh Pirates at home, getting +143. Wade Miley is 12-5, 2.89 ERA with a 1.25 WHIP, 6.0 average innings pitched, 304 on base percentage, earned run log 1.5020503331. So a little bit sporadic, lets up home runs, kind of once a game. Close to once a game. Dylan Peters is 0-2, 3.38 ERA with a 1.29 WHIP, 4.2 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 309, earned run log 2.311. He's only pitched in 4 games this year. He's only given us 18 innings, so someone that we do not have a big sample size on. Looks like he kind of gets not a lot of control. Strikeouts are not extremely high. Walks are a little bit high. And definitely a pitcher that is going to give up at least 1 or 2 runs in his 4 or 5 innings that he's out there. Cincinnati's getting favored by -160. Their public money is 85% of tickets with 81% of money. The spread is getting 87% of tickets and 99% of money on the Reds. I don't really know what to do with this game, but I will say do not bet on the Reds. Whatever you do, just don't take Reds. If you do take them, put them in a parlay for low money and do something like that. Because I don't trust either of these teams. We know how the Pittsburgh Pirates roll. We know the Cincinnati Reds are one of the most inconsistent, sporadic teams in all of baseball this year. They've only won 4 of their last 10. Pittsburgh's also won 4 of their last 10. Actually, 4 of their last 6. I don't know what to do. The Reds' bats are really bad right now. 0.44, 1.431, 7.5, 12. That is not a good, consistent bats. I'm just going to stay away from this game. I don't like it at all. Next game.
Breaking news.
I
have jury duty.
When?
Next Tuesday.
Boo! Sean's got jury duty. Everyone come back in the chat and laugh at Sean. Everyone come back in the chat and laugh at Sean. He's got jury duty.
I've been summoned.
Wow, that means I'm going to have to do the show by myself.
Yeah?
That's fucked. I hope you don't get picked.
I hope I'm not on a 3-month
criminal trial. I don't know if this is
trial.
Fucked up, but I hope you don't get picked for jury duty.
No, it isn't. Because if I have to do jury duty for more than a week, I might be homeless.
Yeah, fuck jury duty, first of all. I don't even
know
what
if you get jury duty? Would you have to drive back to Minnesota?
Yeah, how does that even work?
It's your permanent address. Oh,
Federal
local.
Local. Right.
At Doylestown, baby.
That's better. That's better. That means it's probably less severe, less ongoing case.
Hey, we'll see, man.
You can't talk about it, though.
Well, I don't know my...
Oh, yeah, you I don't even know what you're allowed to do.
I could go in and just be like, I hate the cops, and I hate the government.
This is like really weird. You will receive your reporting instructions via email or text messaging by 4 p.m. the previous business day.
I don't know. I was just curious because I literally just for some reason remembered that this happened, and I was just like, let me log into this thing because I had to take like a survey. Yeah, true, Cam. What cases are going on in suburban Pennsylvania? Can you tell me? Jeez.
Well.
We'll miss you. Should I request excuse?
Oh.
That'll just push me back, though.
Yeah. Wow. All right, well.
No shorts or T-shirts. This is a respectable courthouse. Dang it.
I was going to wear flip-flops.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the bets. While we know that Sean won't be here a week from now, he'll be in a courtroom doing court things.
But at least I'm not on trial.
At least it's not him.
Yeah, at least I'm not going to jail.
Next game of the day, 6:40. Freddie Peralta. Ooh,
wow.
The battle of the Peraltas, baby.
Oh, no way.
You got Freddie versus Willie. Milwaukee Brewers with Freddie at -210 on the road, going against Willie at home. Tell me you got COVID.
Fair.
At home, getting plus 190. The battle of the Peraltas. Who's going to fucking win it? Freddie is 9-4, 2.69 ERA with a .98 WHIP. He's a lot better than Willie, it looks like. Freddie has an on-base percentage of 259. Freddie's earned run log is not that impressive lately, though. Earned run log 14322003222, and he has not gone over 3 innings in the past 3 games. Actually, he went 3.2. But it looks like he's getting shortened up because he's kind of getting shelled around a little bit here. So maybe an attackable on Freddie today. Let's look at Willie, who is 3-3, 3.6 ERA with a 1.31 WHIP. Okay, so Marshawn Lattimore just signed a huge contract yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Or 2 days ago?
Yeah, this week.
Marshawn Lattimore is having surgery today to repair a chipped bone in his right thumb. He'll be week to week as he recovers.
That sounds painful.
Wouldn't you wait till the surgery was after to sign that guy? Or maybe that's why he's now getting the surgery is because he just solidified a contract.
By the way, so the guy's got a chip.
Hey, by the way, I need to repair this real quick.
I'm sure it's not too hard to come back from.
Anyways, Willie Peralta, 3-3, 3.6 ERA with a 1.31 WHIP, 4.2 average innings pitched, on base percentage of 315, earned run log 1.223216.501. So he gives up runs consistently, but that's across 4 to 6 innings. Really doesn't go below 4 innings. Really doesn't go above 6 innings unless he's pitching shutout, which he normally doesn't do. Home runs pretty much won a game. Over-under set at 9. I think the Brewers are too high at minus 225 right now, so I'm not going to take the Brewers for this game, even though I think that they could win. But I just don't count the Detroit Tigers out of any game for some reason. They just seem to win all the games that they're not supposed to and lose all the games that they're not supposed to, and they're just a very weird team. We'll say that the Brewers have won 5 in a row and 7 of the last 8, so something to keep an eye on if they're going on a little streak here right now. But I'm going to let that chill out for another day before I take it because Detroit Tigers seem like they're in the perfect position to ruin this little fun party the Brewers are having right now.
I like the under.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brewers getting 75% of tickets, 90% of money. The spread is getting 89% of tickets and 89% of money. So definitely a stack on the Brewers today. Rightfully so, but I just don't like the juice. I don't think Milwaukee should be that high pretty much ever, especially on the road, especially against Detroit. The under though?
I like the under here. Not a lot of balls flying around in Detroit most of the time, and they're actually the better batting team of the two. So they've been on a sweet. I think this is a nice little thing you can catch because the trend that's being said is 8 of the last 9 games between the Brewers and the Tigers have gone over. However, played 2 games this year against each other. So rest of them weren't even this year, and that 1 out of the 9 that went under was also this year. So they're actually 1-1 this season. So
that makes sense.
And it's come on.
Way to read between the lines on that one.
Oh man, I'm just reading.
Well done.
I'm just reading the words.
Well done. Oh, see, Cam came in right on time. How interesting. Hey Cam, I'm just saying if you didn't say anything for a while, and then we were talking about jury duty, and all of a sudden you came in real quick, and of course you knew the excuse to get out of jury duty. So, just saying, bro, if you're trying to protect your real identity, you're not doing a very good job. We're on to you. Anyways, next game of the day, the New York Yankees against the Baltimore Orioles. Wow, what a matchup. Garrett Cole is on the mound for the New York Yankees at minus 350. Good God. Why is a team that have won 2 of their past 10 games getting minus 350 right now? Why? I don't care if it's Garrett Cole. He fucking sucked the last time he was out. What did he end up giving up? Yeah, 3.2 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. They pulled his ass. He gave up a dinger. I got this show on my TV. Chill out, you nuts. I'll put a case on.
That's one day. That's one way to get out of jury duty.
Yeah. Just get a case on you.
Yeah, damn case.
Can't go to jury duty if you are the case.
Yeah.
Simple solution.
Or can you?
I don't know.
It's a jury of my peers.
Yeah.
And I'm my closest friend.
Garrett Cole is 14-7, 2.78 ERA, 0.99 WHIP. As I said, he struggled his last outing. Before that, he was playing very well for the past 4 games before that. He wasn't playing well, so we just don't know what the fuck we're going to get out of this guy. Baltimore is starting Alexander Wells, who's 1-2, 7.15 ERA with a 1.9 WHIP, averages 3.1 innings, so definitely not good. On-base percentage of 393, earned run log 2.164320, and then none of those are over 5 innings, so definitely a guy who gets laid into a little bit. Definitely a guy who's going to give up some runs. But I wanted to see what this line is at. Yankees getting 77% of tickets, 71% of money. They're spread at -2.5. At -135. The line opened up at -3 on the spread. Is getting 81% of tickets and 82% of money. I did find out that there is a FanDuel boost today on the Yankees, Blue Jays, and Mets all to win. So I'll be taking an alt line parlay because you can alt the Baltimore Orioles all the way up to 5.5. You can get Orioles 5.5 at -275, and the Yankees money line is 350.
Yeah.
You can get a better value for the Baltimore Orioles keeping it within 5 runs than you can Yankees to win outright by a substantial margin too, I might add. If you take Yankees money line in anything today, I am going to boo you and shame you publicly everywhere I can because of how stupid that bet is. If you want to bet on this game, just take Baltimore plus anything you want because it is still a better value than the New York Yankees. Plus, the New York Yankees are just not a good team right now.
Baltimore plus 3 is -110. That's like your typical little...
That's ridiculous. Baltimore plus 3 is plus money. That is insane. Baltimore Orioles have won more games than they've won 5 of their last 10. They stole one against Toronto, lost only by 1 to Toronto once, and then that ridiculous 22-11 with Keegan Aiken and Lowther on the mound. Who the fuck that is? But they've been beating teams. They beat the Yankees last time they came out. They manhandled the Yankees in that series, actually. Yankees can't beat anyone right now. They took Minnesota, a team that they are known for beating the piss out of. They still almost didn't win that game. Of course, it is the Minnesota Twins, so they had to win. But only got them in extra innings yesterday. I just think the Yankees are not a good team, and I think you can take Baltimore Orioles plus whatever you fucking want in this game because the value is there. +3 at +3 at 110. That's absurd. That's absolutely ridiculous. I want to check player versus batter just real quick because...
Did you know the Orioles have won the last 2 games against the Yankees too?
I think they've won the last like 3 or 4.
They won... So on September 5th and 4th, they won 8-7 and 4-3.
Yep.
And the Yankees took the 3 previous to that.
Okay. Because that series was really close.
Yeah, but the last 2 times they played, the Orioles did win.
Yes. Yep. They're just a good team.
Well,
the Orioles are not a bad team anymore. They're not a great team. But they're not the Orioles that we were talking about before.
They're not like embarrassingly bad anymore. I don't know if I'd say they're too good.
If those top 4 to 5 batters in that lineup can get hot, and the starting pitcher can give them 3-ish innings, 4-ish innings, and then you just don't get absolutely clapped in your bullpen, the Baltimore Orioles are substantially like a team that can hold on to just about anyone. Because if they figure out their pitching, they'll hold on against anyone.
I know. But you gave like 4 ifs, and then they can hold on and maybe not.
Fair. I still think the Baltimore Orioles get a lot of disrespect
for this.
At plus 300.
For here, it's disrespectful. I just don't know if they're good. But here we are.
Let me get to... Hang on. I got to get back to the thingy. I was on them during that whole series. They covered all 3 games. Yeah. Moving on to Miami Marlins versus Washington Nationals. Miami Marlins with Jesus Luzardo on the mound, getting plus 127 on the road. Going against the Washington Nationals and Eric Fetty, getting minus 140 at home. Jesus Luzardo is 3-3, 6.8 or 5.8 ERA with a 1.59 WHIP, averages 5 innings with a 362 on base percentage. Earned run log 2.305457.331. So definitely a guy who is attackable, lets up quite a few runs. Eric Fetty is the exact same way at 6-9, 5.31 ERA with a 1.45 WHIP. Also averages 5 innings. On base percentage 334. His earned run log 4.4513243440.
Huh? Is that your credit card number?
Yeah. Lots of home runs here against Eric Fetty. Lots of home runs against Jesus Luzardo. Yes. Lots of home runs for both of these pitchers. The over-under is only set at 8.5, it looks like. I'd be taking the over on this. These pitchers are really, really bad. Eric Fetty, looks like no one is really used to hitting against him. Not a lot of plate appearances or at-bats against him. Jesus Luzardo has some people against him. They do very well on the Nationals. Looks like Yadiel Hernandez has had 3 at-bats with 2 hits and a triple on one of them. No strikeouts. And Ryan Zimmerman has taken him yard 1 time in the 3 times that he's faced him, but struck out the other 2 times. So I think that home runs are a go in this game. I'd be loading up on a couple home runs in this. I don't know who exactly. Maybe Juan Soto gets one. He tends to do well against Miami. I don't know. There should be home runs in that game and quite a few runs. I think over 8.5 is quite solid. Miami's over 3.5. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that. I'm just gonna take the game total. You got anything for this one?
Something about the Marlins. I keep wanting to take them.
I know.
In these
they're kind of that
spots.
dark horse team.
And they keep getting these odds. The plus money, but not plus money enough to be scary.
Yep.
We're like, oh. But I think I'm just going to leave her.
Yeah, this is a pitching matchup that is very interesting because on one side you have a very bad pitcher, and on the other side you have another very bad pitcher. On one side you have bats that don't work too well. On the other side you have bats that are very inconsistent. It's just a very interesting setup for this game. I think a 4-5 game is very, very attainable, though. And I imagine one of these teams do end up scoring about 7 or 8. I just don't know which one it is. Because both these pitchers are not very good.
Hey, you know what?
What's up?
I know I said I'll try to use my brain.
Yeah.
But, you know, Miami's won 4 of the last 5 against the Natties. And I think I might take him here at that little plus 125.
It's not bad.
I think I actually like that one a little bit, ain't it?
In it.
Yeah, and they're like pretty convincing ones. I think I like him here.
I just wrote something in the future, but I'm not to that game yet.
You wrote something in the future, bro.
Yeah,
that's wild.
7:05, last 7:05 game of the day. Adrian Sampson of the Chicago Cubs going against Kyle Gibson of the Philadelphia Phillies. Adrian Sampson's on the road at plus 180. Kyle Gibson's at home getting minus 210-ish. Adrian Sampson is 0-2 so far this year, 2.2 ERA with a 1.16 WHIP, averages 2.2 innings pitched. He's only given 16 innings this year with an on-base percentage of .319. His earned run log in games that he actually... Okay. His earned run log 2-0-1-0-0-1, but the 2 came in 5 innings, the 0 was 3 innings, the 1 was 1 inning, and then 2, 1, and 4 innings. So actually not too bad considering the circumstances. I will say that he's letting up a lot of home runs, only 4 in the amount of games that he's played, but with the innings he's pitched, that's actually quite a few home runs. So maybe look for a home run against Adrian Sampson today, someone on the Phillies, Bryce Harper, Andrew McCutchen. Let me see how they do against him, if there is anyone who does good things against him. Janelle, no. Nope. All right, not going to tell us. Anyways, Kyle Gibson's 4-3 with a 4.6 ERA with a 1.38 WHIP. He averages 6 innings, on-base percentage of .308. His earned run log 3.80-136-1228. So extremely sporadic pitcher. Seems like he was a extremely sporadic pitcher on the Texas Rangers, and then he came to Philly, and he became even more of a sporadic pitcher. So not really sure what to do with this one. I would think the Phillies win this game with the Cubs on the road with Sampson on the mound, but at the same time, I do not trust Kyle Gibson at all. And this is one of those games that just feel like the Cubs could steal it. They do this every once in a while where they just come into games that they should absolutely not win, especially on the road, and they fuck up people's day. Not to mention that the Phillies have only won 3 of their last 10, just dropped 3 out of 4 to the Colorado Rockies at home.
Yikes.
Just not good. Game that we definitely want to stay away from. It just does not look worth it at all. Under's kind of calling my name, but
I was thinking it
yeah,
too,
I know,
but it's just
know.
I don't
like it. I don't like it. This next bet, though, I really do like. And this is going to get interesting.
Oh.
Because I'm going to go against what I said before in streaky teams. And basically the next game should be one of the best games of the day at 7:07 tonight. Tampa Bay Rays on the road at plus 125 going against the Toronto Blue Jays, who are at home minus 145. Now, 3 weeks ago, I would have nonchalantly absolutely said hammer Tampa Bay Rays in this game. Doesn't matter who's pitching because Tampa Bay Rays are better. However, Tampa Bay Rays have been struggling. They've only won 5 of their last 10. They need to be winning more right now. They do have a nice, comfortable lead in their division, but with the people who are in their division, they need to win more. Toronto Blue Jays are on an absolute fucking tear right now. They are ripping through everyone. They've only lost 1 game in their past 10. I think they've won 13 of the last 14 now,
Wow.
or 12 of the last 13, something like that. They just manhandled the Tampa Bay Rays yesterday with McHugh on the mound, with Alek Manoah on the mound, who pitched a great game. First, we're taking the under in this game. Drew Rasmussen versus Jose Barrios. I know I'm a big fade Jose Barrios guy, but at the end of the day, he lets up some home runs, but he doesn't let up that many earned runs. He gets hits on him, but he is a ground ball guy, and he's doing pretty well for the Toronto Blue Jays. He is going to give up some runs, but just not that many. Drew Rasmussen is by far 100% the Tampa Bay Rays ace. His earned run log 1-1-1-0-1-1-1-0-1-0. Now I get it, he hasn't gone over 5 innings yet, but if you can get 5 innings with only 1 earned run, you put yourself in a position to win a game, especially with their bullpen. I know that FanDuel has a boost on Toronto Blue Jays to win today. I think we take the under and Tampa Bay Rays at plus money. Drew Rasmussen is one of the only people that I trust on the Rays right now, pitching crew. And the man is a fucking beast. Also, for the under, the wind is coming back at 13 miles an hour today, like straight towards home plate. So I really like the under in this game. We're in Toronto, which is known for their unders. We got Drew Rasmussen on that mound, who's known for getting unders. We got Jose Barrios on the mound, who's also known for getting unders. I just think that this is a great, great place to take the under and a great, great spot to take Tampa Bay at plus money. Sean, what do you think about this game?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Tampa Bay has won 6 of the past 10.
It's
dropped
scary.
the last 2.
It's a weird one. I hate every angle I'm seeing, I think. This might be more like, hey, this will just be a good game.
Yeah.
It's
I will say that even if you do not want to lay the Tampa Bay Rays money line, we will be doing the FanDuel Fade Parlay again today, as it did work yesterday with 2 underdog money lines that we hit with Cardinals and Marlins. Today I will be doing the same thing. I already sent out a parlay in one of our groups. That is the Orioles plus 5.5, the Rays plus 2.5, and the Cardinals plus 2.5 against the Mets, because the FanDuel boost is Mets, Blue Jays, and Yankees all to win. That parlay, so Cardinals plus 2.5, Rays plus 2.5, and Orioles plus 5.5 is plus 164, which I think is ridiculous value considering the teams that we need to cover plus 2.5 runs is the Rays and the Cardinals going against the Toronto Blue Jays and the Mets. And then 5.5, if you can get a 5.5 line that's not above minus 300, that's insane. That's absolutely ridiculous. And absolutely the Yankees could beat the Orioles 20-1 today, but I just don't see it happening. I do not see it happening at all. Also, Blue Jays are getting stacked on with 68% of tickets and 88% of money today. The spread is actually getting Tampa Bay Rays to cover plus 1.5 at a large amount of money. So, interesting.
I think I found Rays score first and lose.
Ooh. Is that the big one?
No, it's not. The big one would be the Blue Jays to score first and lose. And I was really considering.
That might be the one.
But the Rays to score first and lose. Toronto, despite the winning streak, has been down in the third inning in like 5 of their last 6.
Wow.
And
might be a good spot to live bet, by the way. Toronto Blue Jays money line if they do go down
if they're down early, good.
I know I have Rays money line written down, but can't argue with statistical facts.
Well, and that's it. Hey, and it supports you because if they're down 3 and they just don't come back and they lose. But I like the idea that, and it's better value than Rays score first and win. That's boring. Boo. Rays score first and lose. Wow, exciting, fun.
Do you want to hear the free pick on covers and the reasoning why for Toronto minus 130?
Yeah, I'd love to.
First sentence, the Jays just keep on rolling.
That's true.
4 straight wins.
Oh.
Berrios gets the call today. He's 3-0 with a 2.21 ERA and .836 whip his past 3 starts. The Toronto offense provided him with 10 runs the last time that he started here. Rasmussen hasn't gone more than 5 innings in a start all season. This line could easily be higher. Consider Toronto. Yes, Drew Rasmussen hasn't gone over 5 innings, but you forgot the part that he doesn't let up a run in his 5 innings. Mr. Ben Burns of Covers.com. You kind of forgot to leave that part.
I just don't like it. So what if he is only...
his offense...
A lot of starting pitchers played 5 innings.
Yeah, that's like normal. Also, you stupid shit. Jose Berrios got 10 runs of offense last time he came out. Really? Did he? Because I'm looking right here, and last time he came out, they beat the Yankees 6-4. So, interesting. Interesting right there. And the time before that, he did get 10 runs of offense, but he also gave up 4. Time before that, his offense gave him 2. Time before that, his offense gave him 2. Time before that, offense gave him 5. Time before that, offense gave him 3. Time before that, his offense gave him 1. You stupid fuck Ben Burns. Way to just pick out the one stat you wanted, you dickhead. Misleading people like that. Terrible. I don't care if you're on the Toronto Blue Jays today, but your reasoning better not be that bullshit.
Yeah, no, you can't. Oh, they're playing really good baseball.
Oh, they've won 4 in a row. Jose Berrios played good baseball last 3 days. Drew Rasmussen doesn't pitch long. Okay, Drew Rasmussen is the ace who pitches 5 innings, you idiot. This line could be higher. Yeah, and it could be lower, idiot. Some people's reasoning just make me angry. Anyways, then again, I've bet on...
It's all right, man. We'll get through it.
I'm not going to lie, I bet on people because their name is fucked up, so... All.
Yeah,
give him some credit.
Oh,
there.
you think I...
Hey. Next game, 7-10. Jake Woodford of the St. Louis Cardinals on the road at +1. Stop it!
Wow, she's screaming over there.
Jake Woodford on the road for the St. Louis Cardinals at +155, going against Marcus Stroman in the New York Mets at -175. Don't really want to jump in this game. Already know that the FanDuel boost is against the St. Louis Cardinals. Jake Woodford's 2-3, 4.28 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 2.1 average innings pitched, 341 on base percentage, 1.053, 1.2, 1.011 is his earned run log. So he's really only gotten shelled in 1 game. Other than that, he's kept it 3 or below. Home runs, not very often. 5 in his last 10 games, so maybe like 1 every other game kind of thing. Marcus Stroman is 9-12 with a 2.87 ERA with a 1.13 WHIP, 5.1 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 287. His earned run log 1.3223, so relatively just a pitcher who kind of pitches more innings, but relatively the same stats and everything else. This is why Mets at -175 doesn't quite make any sense, besides the fact that they're just the home team and they've been playing They haven't even been playing that well. They've only won 4 of the last 10. Their bats have been pretty incredible in their last 10 games. 0-7, 7-10, 2-1, 9-3, 13-3. But it's very sporadic. It seems like they either go high or very low. Cardinals, on the other hand, have now won 5 of their last 6. 2 coming against the Dodgers. Their pitching looks pretty damn good right now. Their bats are doing okay. Nothing overly impressive, but hey, they got the pitchers to start pitching well. You don't really need the bats after that. I still think St. Louis Cardinals plus 2.5 with the Rays plus 2.5 and the Orioles plus 5.5 is the play today. The FanDuel Fade alt line parlay.
Ooh.
Love it.
Bone chilling.
Bone chilling. I would not be taking the Mets today. I will check out their individual. It looks like 54% of tickets, 85% of money on the money line, and the spread is getting about even on both sides. So Mets getting a slight stack, especially on the money line. I would just stay away from this game if you're taking singles at trying to beat singles that are about at -110. I would stay away from this game, but that alt line parlay I really do like. I'm going to probably hammer that one a couple different times today. See if I can get some better odds as the day goes on. I might have to hit it 2 or 3 times. You got anything on that one?
I like the over.
You
It's
like
at
over
8
8?
right now, and the over is at even odds at 8. And I don't know. I get it. These guys kind of stink at making the score go up.
Yeah.
Very, very not good at it. But the over hits. There was a point where they had these guys way down on that total run. Like, it was like 7.5, 7. It was like real low.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Played yesterday. St. Louis almost covered by themselves, so
That's that.
yeah, score a couple more.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hitting 3 of their last 5, and it seems like they're acting like it hasn't. So
Next game of the day, 7:20. This is actually a pretty good matchup. I kind of like this game. John Gray of the Colorado Rockies at plus 136 going against the Atlanta Braves and Touki Toussaint at home getting -163. John Gray is 7-10, 4.25 ERA, 1.33 WHIP. Actually, very similar stats between these two pitchers. 5.1 average innings pitched, on base percentage of 320 after 131 innings this year. His earned run log 315, 34, 322, 21. Gives up a dinger about every other game. He gave one up last game, so maybe not today. Tukey is 3-2, 4.11 ERA with a 1.24 WHIP, 4.2 average innings pitched. As I said, very similar statistics between these two. Tukey's only given us 46 innings, also an on-base percentage of about 320. His earned run log 1-4-0-1-2-2-2-7-1-1. And remember, not many of these games have gone. In his last 3, he has not gone over 3 innings. He got shelled one of those games. He is a dinger guy, likes to give up dingers. 7 of his last 10 has had a dinger, and 2 of those had more than 1. You got Braves at home today with Rockies on the road. You got Tukey pitching against John Gray. First of all, I think lots of runs could happen in this game. Neither of these pitchers are overly impressive. Rockies bats in their past 10 have been 5-1, 11-4, 4-4, 3-5-2, 7-4. So that's quite high. Their pitching in the last 10 games, 4-6, 2-3, 7-12, 10, 9, 6-3. Also very high. Atlanta Braves bats in their last 10, 5-4, 6-7, 2-8, 9, 6-3-6. So that's pretty high. Their pitching has been relatively good. But also a little high as well. I could see the over hitting here very easily at 9. I don't know if I want to take Braves on this one. They're getting 69% of tickets, 53% of money, which is a parlay line. And their spread is getting 33% of tickets, 85% of money, which makes me actually feel a little bit better. I know that 85% of money is a little nerve-wracking, but that 33% of tickets with 85% of money, that means that people who are stacking on the Braves are stacking on them big time. So not a lot of people. That normally means the sharps are on them to cover the spread. Let me double-check that the sharps are actually on them to cover the spread. Where did you go? There is no sharp action actually on the spread, but I would imagine that that's why it is the way that it is. Damn. Damn. What are you writing down over there?
I'm actually erasing.
Oh, okay.
Doing quite the opposite.
Okay.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Don't like it.
Yeah, I do think there's better games out there today. I'm going to jot down Braves money line just because I do think that they win this game. But that is a possible holster on that one. I also like the over 9. I will jot that one down as well. But that's also a possible holster. Do not take that necessarily. I have to double check those. Braves, Colorado's won 5 of their last 10. Played real good against Philly on the road, which normally don't play that well on the road. They had lost 4 games at home right before that, They'd lost 4 games right before that. Braves have only won 5 of their last 10. They've also won 3 of their last 4 and 5 of their last 7. They split the series in Colorado. There's just a lot of different factors in this one. A lot of different factors. They played 4 times this year. They split 2-2. All games were in Colorado. Eesh. I do want to see how many runs Tukey's given up. So Tukey, when he pitches, the team has given up 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 6, 4, 5, 1. 2, 1. So not too bad. I'm just gonna move on from this game because I'm tired of talking about it. I don't know what really to do on that one. That's a tough one. I heard there's a Caesars boost on the Braves money line today. I've heard Caesars actually has pretty good boosts, so that is something to look out for.
Scumbags or what?
No, apparently they're good guys. They are good guys.
They're good guys until
they take your money,
a nice little bankroll in there.
Yeah. Next game, 7:40, the second game of the doubleheader between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Logan Allen on the mound for the Cleveland Indians. Charlie Burns on the mound for the Minnesota Twins. I don't have much to say about this because Logan Allen and Charlie Burns both are pretty damn bad with over 6.5 ERAs with over about 1.5 whips. Don't really want to get into it because I do not bet on second game doubleheaders because it just fucking sucks.
That's just secondhand baseball.
Yeah, secondhand baseball. However, stats that cannot go unlooked is the fact that the Twins absolutely shell Logan Allen. Absolutely shell him. Jorge Polanco's had 4 at-bats. He's gotten 4 hits. 2 of them were doubles. 2 of them were home runs. Byron Buxton has gone against him 5 times. 4 of them were hits. He had a double, and he's also hit 2 dingers against him. Josh Donaldson has faced him 4 times. Has a hit. It was a dinger. So Jorge Polanco or Byron Buxton to hit a home run today, I really like. They seem to just absolutely clean this dude out. Honestly, that's pretty much the only home runs I'm going to say all day besides when we hop into the Texas versus Houston game. Other than that, there's just nothing besides maybe Mondesi hitting a home run. He's had 1 at-bat against Frankie Montas, and it was a home run. But there really isn't a whole bunch for home runs today. There's some guys who have gotten 1 home run at 4 at-bats, 3 at-bats, but nothing that really overly sticks out in my mind. Cody Bellinger, maybe. Enrique Hernandez has just had so many at-bats against Tyler Anderson, but that's why. Byron Buxton, Jorge Polanco, probably my 2 favorite to hit a home run today in that second game. Not the first game, the second game. Say his name right. Mondesi, these nuts, Braxton. Fuck you. I'll say his name however I want to say it because he's an irrelevant player on the Kansas City Royals.
No comment.
Bam. Anyways, moving on. Again, I don't want to touch that game and any of the lines or anything like that, just the home runs. So aggressive, so disrespectful. Next game of the day, Houston Astros and Zach Greinke going against Jordan Lyles and the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers at home getting plus 185. Houston Astros on the road getting minus 213. As I said, Altuve, possibly, and who was the other guy I said? Alberto Mondesi. I like that name. I had it right here. I had it all right here, and it's just not.
You got distracted.
I got distracted by Alberto. Sorry. Where is the fucking pitching matchup that I just had in front of my face? There it is. Okay. Jose Altuve could be a good one. Chas McCormick could be a good one. They both hit 2 home runs. Actually, Chas McCormick is pretty good. 5 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 home runs. Jose Altuve, 11 at-bats, 4 hits, 2 home runs. Easy, not Ezzy. Got it. Mondesi rather than Mondesi. Got it. Locked in the membrane. Never will forget. So Zach Greinke's 11-5, 3.66 ERA with a 1.15 WHIP, 6.0 average innings pitched, on base percentage of 288. His earned run log 6.210341213. So a little bit sporadic. Does occasionally get shelled. Loves to give up the home runs. He's given up home runs in 8 of his last 10 games, and 2 of them had multiple in there. So he's averaging actually over 1 home run a game. Jordan Lyles, 8-11, 5.43 ERA with a 1.44 WHIP. He averages 5.2 innings, so just less than Greinke. On base percentage at 337. He also, wow, he loves it. Do you want to hear this piss missile log?
Tell me about it.
0.32041134. Those are home runs.
Jeez.
Holy shit. Earned run log 13815662646. So definitely Jose Altuve. Definitely Chas McCormick. Both of those two got to be on there somewhere. I'm probably going to parlay Altuve with Buxton, Altuve with Polanco. I'll make some kind of home run parlay out of that. Remember, game 2 of Twins Indians, not game 1. Anyways, Jordan Lyles is a very bad pitcher, very attackable. Greinke is not overly impressive himself. I wanted to play the over on this yesterday because it seemed very low and it got smashed. I want to play it again today, but it's up at 9.5. Texas Rangers over 3.5 is actually pretty interesting because Greinke is not an overly impressive pitcher. I do want to see the percentages on this game, see where everyone's head is at. Looks like Astros are getting 75% of tickets, 76% of money, and the spread is getting 92% of tickets at Astros minus 2.5 at plus 105. So kind of interesting there. Kind of what I expected, honestly. I'm not sure. There should just be a lot of runs in this game, honestly. Like, that's the only thing I can think of is that both these teams score a lot of runs. Astros bats are just one or the other. It's either low or very high. Texas Rangers pitching has not looked good lately. 15-3-6, 10-5, and then 1-0-3-4-3. That was all against the Angels, who couldn't hit against them. Their bats aren't bad. 1-4-8, 5-8, 3-4-7, 1-2. So definitely good enough to be hitting on Greinke. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this one. You know what to do with this one? 15 runs last night from the Astros. Yeah. And I kind of expect that to continue against Jordan Lyles because he is just a not very good pitcher at all. He's really not good. There's going to be a lot of home runs against a team that loves to hit home runs.
Hey,
I
time
don't
before that, Rangers put up 13 on them.
I know.
Dunked it.
That's what I'm saying. I think that this might just have to be the over.
Yeah.
Last time Jordan Lyles went against Zach Greinke, there was 12 runs. It was 8-4. Houston won. The over was set at 9. I'm gonna take the over. I normally don't like when it gets up to 9.5. It scares me a little bit, but I just have to do it because I didn't pull it yesterday, and now today we'll probably say that misses. But I think over 9.5 is solid. I'd take the Astros first 5 and full game team total. Yeah, that's what I was kind of feeling too. I just hate laying team total over 5.5. Once it hits that 6 range, I get a little nervous. Not gonna lie.
You know what? We're gonna do something weird.
Okay.
Jordan Lyles under strikeouts thrown.
I love it.
It's only 3.5.
Wow, I don't necessarily love it, but it's a lot of money.
Against the Astros, he's never gone over.
Number one least struck out team.
And he's
the Houston Astros.
0 for 2 in throwing over 3.5 against the Astros. So
what's the under?
It's only plus 100.
It's really only
not
plus
even.
100.
It's really not even, but I like it.
I would also think the Houston Astros do win this game. I might, since I'm kind of not so sure on Braves and not so sure on Astros, I might just parlay them for a unit together. Since one's getting minus 200, the other's getting about minus 160. That would make me feel a lot better. Because I do think both win, but I'm a little unsure on both. Next game of the day, 8:10. We have, 5 games left? All right. Next game of the day is at 8:10. Packy Naughton of the Los Angeles Angels going against the Chicago White Sox. I do not see a pitcher for the White Sox. I do not even see a line for this game. What am I missing here? Okay, do you see a starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox by chance? I do not see any lines. I need to...
Oh, for the White Sox. I thought you said the Red Sox.
No,
I was like,
White
yeah,
Sox,
I see that.
Let me see if I have a starting pitcher. Does anyone see a starting pitcher listed for the White Sox?
Lucas Giolito.
It is Giolito. Okay. Yeah. It's unconfirmed that it is Giolito, but it should probably be Giolito. What's the line at? I don't even... I got nothing over here.
Angels are getting plus 225. White Sox getting minus 280 over unders at 8.5.
Ooh. Yikes. I'm just gonna say stay away from this game. I do think the White Sox win because Packy Naughton's only pitched 14 innings, but then again he's only pitched 14 innings. He's given us 4 different games. One was 5 innings, 0 earned runs. One was 3.2 innings, 3 earned runs, 4.1 innings, 0 earned runs, and then 1 inning, 1 earned runs. So,
sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
Yeah, jeez.
Not you, the computer.
Nice
I was just trying to control F and see if the White Sox was on BetUS. It
doesn't want you to control F, Sean.
It wasn't the control F that made it upset. It was when I put an H after the W because the White Sox game is not on here. Anyway, it is on DraftKings.
Quit trying the H, bro. My computer doesn't like it.
Dude, I swear to
God. Anyways, I don't want to touch this game. The line is too big for the White Sox to be taking them. Yeah, that's
just gross.
And I don't trust the Angels on the road, especially not with a guy who's pitched 16 innings. If you want to take a value pick, maybe the Angels at some plus runs, considering the White Sox have not looked very good at all lately. They've only won 5 of their past 10. They snuck out 2 near wins against Boston and then lost the near loss to Boston as well. Before that, they lost 2 out of 3 to Oakland. Before that, they lost 2 out of 3 to Kansas City. So just not a team I'm real gung-ho on betting on. Angels have only won 3 of their last 10. 4 of their last 10. Again, not 2 teams that I want to bet on. Seems like there's just much, 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 much better games today. Next game of the day. Next game of the day. 8:10. We got Frankie Montas on the mound for the Oakland A's at minus 170 going against Jackson Coward of the Kansas City Royals at plus 155 at home. I cannot wait for Braxton coming in here and telling me that I said Coward wrong. The D is silent, by the way.
Oh.
You don't see it in his name, but it is silent, even though you do say it in his actual. The D, so it's spelt Cower, but it's actually pronounced Coward. Because there's just a D there that you don't see.
So it's not a silent D though.
It's an invisible D. It's an invisible. Yeah, sorry. It's an invisible D with a non-silent. Jackson Coward is 0-3.
It's a loud but unseen, heard but not seen.
Yeah, it's just instead of
seen but not heard.
Yeah, instead of the silent D, it's the invisible D.
Yes. Yes, quite.
Yeah. So Jackson Coward 0-3, 9.53 ERA with a 1.88 WHIP. Jackson Coward fucking sucks, it seems like. 17 innings pitched. He got a full 6 innings last time, just like Braxton wanted him to, and boy, did he not play very well at all. 5 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 dingers. Before that, he did give 6 innings with 2 earned runs. Before that was 3 with 2 earned runs, 1 with 4 earned runs, and not even 1 with 4 earned runs. So Jackson Coward probably very attackable today. Does not have the juice. Probably shouldn't even be a real pitcher. Probably shouldn't even be in the minor leagues, honestly, if you ask me.
No comment.
Yeah. Frankie Montas, 12-9, 3.57 ERA with a 1.19 WHIP, 6 average innings pitched. Earned run log 130031332. Those are all over 5 innings and all under 7, so very consistent. 3 earned runs is about his max he'll give up. Occasionally gives up home runs. He's only given up home runs in 2 in his last 10 games, but both times he gave up 2 home runs. So if he does give up a dinger, look for another one coming maybe. Other than that, very solid pitcher. The one time that I bet on Frankie Montas this season was the Texas Rangers when he got absolutely shelled across like 3 innings, and I was fucking pissed. I hate betting on the Oakland A's. I hate betting on the Oakland A's. They have won the last 3 games against Kansas City. All were at home. They split the series 3-1. I can't imagine Oakland doesn't win this game. I need to see what the percentage is at. 82% of tickets on Oakland, 91% of money. The spread is getting 89% of tickets, 99% of money. So this is not the game to be taking Oakland here. The percentages are scaring me off of this. I know that Jackson Coward is bad, but apparently he is a pretty solid pitcher, and that's not coming from Braxton. I've actually done my own research on Jackson Coward from a non-biased source, and Jackson Coward should be really good, but seems to just having a tough time adjusting to the major leagues. But if he figures it out, could be dangerous. I still think Oakland A's win this game. I just really don't want to lose a bet from the Oakland A's once again. I really don't.
Yeah, that would hurt.
I'm sick and tired of betting on this team. They're not
like
that
an
good.
Abusive girlfriend.
They really are. They've only won 4 of their last 10 games.
Relationship.
It's a toxic relationship. Kansas City Royals have won 6 of their last 10, so they're actually on a better trend than the Oakland A's right now. No.
Don't talk to me.
Okay.
Not you.
Oh, okay.
You can no.
I got a little hurt. I
was talking to the Athletics Royals game.
All right.
Not that it could.
I got a little nervous there. I'm not gonna lie.
I was talking to the voices,
all
man.
right.
You're all good.
Thank you.
Stop talking to me.
Stop talking to me. All right. Next game, we got 2 games left. The 10-10 games tonight. The late game. Oh, sorry, we got 3 games. Sorry, I went. Yeah. Damn it. 9:45. We're not into the 10-10 games. 3 games left.
Eric.
Jake Arrieta for the San Diego Padres at home. On the road, getting plus 155, going against Anthony Disclafani at home, getting minus 175.
We used to be so respectful.
I feel like I'm not breathing while I talk today. I feel like I need to breathe a little bit more. I've gotten lightheaded a couple of these times, and I really...
That is true.
Bruce Arians says running back Ronald Jones will start against Atlanta. You lying sack of shit.
Yeah,
Bruce
Willie,
Arians, you're a fucking
Willie,
liar.
yeah,
There's
Willie.
no way you're starting Rojo. I watched you start Leonard Fournette, and then Rojo fumbled, and then he didn't touch the ball again. There's no way he starts against Atlanta. Jake Arrieta, 5-12, 7.04 ERA with a 1.73 WHIP. On-base percentage of 380. Earned run log 3, 5, 8, 4, 2, 7, 3, 2, 4, 4. Piss missile log 1, 1, 0, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, Jake Arrieta, bad. Anthony Desclafani, we've heard his name a lot this season. 11-6, 3.33 ERA with a 1.12 WHIP. On-base percentage, 279. Earned run log 3030, 244330. So also known for letting up quite a few runs, but definitely a more consistent pitcher than Jake Arrieta is. Over-under set at 9, kind of like the over, not going to lie. You got 10 miles an hour wind going straight out tonight. San Francisco did beat the living piss out of the Padres last night. They have won quite a few matchups this year. They've won 6 of the last 10 and 4 of the last 5 that they've gone against each other. Pretty dominant fashions as well. I'm just going to say take the Giants today. I don't understand why we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Minus 175 is actually a pretty decent line for this game. And San Francisco Giants over 4.5. I also really like. The Giants bats have been really, really, really
They've
good.
been insane. I'm looking at it here.
Yeah,
oh my
it's
God.
just really good. The bats are alive. They're coming alive. They've won 9 out of the last 10 games. 9, 6, 15, 6, 7, 12, 10, 6, 1, 3. Give me, and we're going to do it again today. Give me Giants money line and team total over just like we did yesterday. And if you haven't been fucking listening to the show,
oh my God,
fade you Darvish every single time that stupid motherfucker gets on the mound.
All right.
He's bad at baseball.
All right,
I keep saying it over and over and over again, and no one seems to listen. But fade you Darvish every single. He's not even pitching today, but I'm just gonna go over it anyways. Fade you Darvish every single time that bad fucking pitcher touches the mound. I'm sorry, you. I like you, Darvish. I've always liked you, Darvish.
I don't think you are sorry.
I've always liked you, Darvish. I saw his first jersey on a professional team in Tokyo, and it's a sick jersey.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
It is a sick jersey. It's signed in it. It's in like a big case with all of his other balls and stuff. Really cool. Really like you, Darvish.
That'd be a cool
not my
thing to
fault.
look into, actually. Some Japanese like baseball.
Some Korean
jersey.
baseball.
Yeah, Korean baseball.
KBO?
Whatever, wherever you want to go, you know. I got some. I got the Shanghai Sharks jersey, the Jimmer for that one.
Yeah,
and I love that thing. Those are sweet.
that's awesome.
We should look into them.
I wanted to get a Hiroshima Carp jersey when I was in Hiroshima.
They're carp.
Yeah, the Carp.
I like it.
And there was a game the day that I was in Hiroshima because I went on like a Saturday or something. There was a game there, and I was going through some of the markets and shit. Everyone was wearing a red Hiroshima Carp jersey. It was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Like carp.
Everyone was wearing a Carp jersey.
Skull carp.
It's very cool.
They any good?
Yeah, I think they were one of the best teams actually. They were winning. They won the game too.
Let's go.
Had my mother in Tokyo, in Hiroshima, or in Hiroshima.
Your mom went to Tokyo?
Yep, she went for like 10 days. She came and visited me. Brought her out to this noodle shop while we watched the baseball game in this market.
What fun.
Yeah. What a place. Anyways, let's see here. Frankie Montas, no.
Frankie Nunez.
Jackson Coward has gone against Frankie before, gone against the Oakland A's before.
Yeah.
He's lighting up a 625 average with a 727 on base percentage with an 875 slugging with a 1.6 OPS.
It's kind of cringe, bro.
I might want to write Oakland A's money line somewhere now,
even
even though I don't want to.
Yeah.
Probably is the right decision. Anyways, Giants money line, Giants team total. I think that Jake Arrieta once again gets pulverized like he does every single game, especially by the Giants, who are just playing out of their freaking mind. I do want to see the Giants get stacked on 99% because I'm sure it is. 91% of tickets, 98% of money on the money line, and the spread I'm sure is getting just worse. I do not see tickets on the spread actually. So definitely everyone's slamming on them, but I'm going to be one of the people too because this is the one game that seems like it's not in any of the boosts on anyone's apps. This is the one that just makes the most sense. But don't count out the Padres scoring some runs here tonight.
You know what you need here?
What?
First of all, overs hit in the last 6 between these guys.
Yes.
6 or 6.
I like the over
but
as well.
I thought it's boring. Yuck. Over, under. Who even bets those anymore? I don't have 3 of those written on my sticky note. But you know what we needed, though?
What?
Brandon Belt homer.
Oh, yeah?
Dude's feeling himself.
Is he?
He's feeling himself.
Brandon Belt, huh?
He's hitting 4 of his last 10 games. He's hit a homer. More importantly, 3 out of his last 5. Dude's just feeling himself. And that's at over plus 300. Depends where you look. I'm seeing between like 325, 360.
Yeah. Brandon Belt, absolutely.
I also like belt it.
I also like Mike Yastrzemski.
Oh, who's that?
4 at-bats against Jake, 2 hits. 1 was a double and 1 was a dinger. Mike Yastrzemski, also very solid. Moving on to 10-10 game tonight. Luke Weaver of the Arizona Diamondbacks on the road game plus 205. That happens all the time on this. Going against the Los Angeles Dodgers and Tony Gonsolin. getting minus 245 at home. Luke Weaver, 3-4, 4.24 ERA with a 1.14 whip, 5.0 average innings pitched. 282 on base percentage, earned run log 3.100634403. So it looks like he was struggling at one point, but the last 4 games he has really brought it in with control. There's not many home runs. Strikeouts are kind of low, but walks are also down. So he's probably brought in his control a little bit in the last 4 games. Going against Tony, 2-1, 2.79 ERA with a 1.47 whip, 3.2 average innings pitched with an on-base percentage of 331. Not one of the Dodgers' better pitchers. Earned run log 1.203100111. But none of these are over 5. Actually, one game was over 5 innings, but most are right in the 3 to 4 innings. Not anything spectacular from this guy. I would not be taking Dodgers tonight at minus 250. It's always. I mean, I know the Dodgers are always juiced. They're always going to be at this line, but you have to take and pick which of those games you're going to lay the line on, and this is just not one of them. The starting pitcher is not as good as Arizona Diamondbacks starting pitcher, and those kind of games I just stay away from because the juice is not willing to bet.
I would not touch this game with a 3-mile-long pole that's covered in Purell hand sanitizer that kills 99.9% of bacteria. You couldn't pay me to.
That's what I wanted to hear. Let
alone make me pay to.
This is what I like to hear. That's the kind of confidence I need out of you.
I hate it.
Moving on to the last game of the day, we have Nathan Eovaldi for the Boston Red Sox on the road at minus 145, going against Tyler Anderson and the Seattle Mariners at plus 125 at home. Nathan Eovaldi is 10-8 with a 3.57 ERA with a 1.15 whip, 6.0 average innings pitched, on base percentage of 290. Earned run log 0.3202175121. So very consistent. Occasionally it has a couple lapses, but those games were back-to-back, and I don't see it happening again. Other than that, he's anywhere between 5 and 7 innings. Does like to give up dingers. Has given up dingers in 6 of his last 10, with 3 of those games having multiple dingers. So look for maybe some home runs from Ty France. Maybe from Kyle Seager might have one. Actually, Kyle Seager does pretty well against Nathan Eovaldi. 10 at-bats, 5 hits, 2 doubles, and a triple. Ty France has seen him 3 times, gotten 2 hits and a double off of him. So Ty France or Kyle Seager maybe. Tyler Anderson is 1-1, 3.83 ERA with a 1.21 whip, 5.2 average innings pitched. On-base percentage of 290. Remember, he's only 1-1 with the Seattle Mariners, not necessarily his whole season, because he played for the Pirates beforehand. He's given us 148 innings with the 290 on-base percentage. Earned run log 4.33211233. So definitely an attackable pitcher. Really doesn't go below 5 innings unless it's just like 4 point something. Mitch is on a heater as well. Okay, good to know. He struggles against Nathan Eovaldi with 8 at-bats with only 1 hit, but hey, man, guy's on fire. Seems like those stats don't necessarily mean everything all the time. Tyler Anderson does tend to give up some home runs. He's given up home runs in 5 of his last 10, with 2 being multiples. Did I do that? Did I count that right? Yeah, quick math. Wow, go me. I don't think I have a play for this one. The over was nicely hit by 1 yesterday thanks to a good late inning by the Boston Red Sox. The over-under set at 8 again tonight, and I kind of do like that over, but after yesterday, kind of scared me a little bit there. It was a little close. I will say that all 5 of their games this year has hit the over, except for 1 under, but it was 8.5, and it went 8, which is the over-under today. So all games have either gone 8 or gone over this year between these 2 teams, the 5 times they've played. Nathan Eovaldi actually was the guy with one of the overs.
Yeah, Seattle's also gone over in their last 10 games.
Last 10?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even. Now just seeing that. Do we stick with it?
I kind of want to.
You want to ride the train?
And I want to take the Mariners.
Okay.
I'm taking the Mariners here, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I forget why. No, I had a whole bunch of good little thingies up, but basically, the Mariners actually have more wins as underdogs than they do as favorites.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yeah, the dark horse of of the MLB for sure.
Truly. And frankly, I don't even see why they're getting dogged right here.
I can kind of understand it with Nathan Eovaldi. He has been
He's
pitching.
good.
He's been pitching pretty well. Only giving up 2 and 3 earned runs across 5 and 6 innings, so pretty good. But he does occasionally get shelled into. Every once in a while.
Back in April.
Are those back in April? I didn't even see that.
Most recent was yesterday, and then before that was April 25th.
I also will say that we haven't looked at any stats for a while because I figured out they were pretty misleading back early in the MLB season. But the away on Nathan Eovaldi, he is a much worse pitcher on the road than he is at home. Gives up about 2 more hits on average. Gives up a full point and a half of ERA. Gives up a whole less inning average pitch on the road. Strikeouts are down about 2. Home runs are up about double than what it is at home. On-base percentage goes from 290 to 325 at home. WHIP goes from 1.09 to 1.36 when he's not at home. So definitely a pitcher who's not as good on the road. I don't like going off those stats, but something
just to consider.
Tell Sean that I have $25 on Eagles to call first time out next Monday versus Cowboys.
Yeah, we probably will.
Might not be a bad bet.
Yeah, I'd say it's like 50-50.
That's actually a pretty funny bet. I didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't know you could bet on that. That's
like
a good bet. Although. Yeah, they're going to be confused.
They're going to be confused. Yeah. I really like that bet, actually. Now that I think about it.
Did they call the first time out against the Falcons? I don't even know how to look that up.
I bet they did. Because didn't you guys almost get an early delay game?
That's true. Wait. Oh, hold on. If that's
the thing. The newer quarterback and the newer offense, rather than Dak with all the veterans around him, I would think that they call timeout first.
Only thing is if the Dallas D is getting torn up.
Yeah. I might not.
Give me like the full game recap.
That's it for the MLB slate. But don't you worry, fellas. We have one WNBA game tonight. We hit that first half under yesterday.
Easy.
Felt good. Felt real good. Shout out to Sean for that one.
School.
I definitely would not have taken that unless he said that. I was leaning full game over, which did miss. So
it did?
Yep.
Wow.
So thank you, Sean.
It did something.
Tonight's game is at 7 o'clock between the Indiana Fever going against the Atlanta Dream. This is
great.
This is not a fun game
to
have as our only game. 2 of the worst teams in the WNBA.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Indiana Fever 6-23, Atlanta Dream 7-22. Both have covered the spread. Actually, Indiana Fever have covered the spread 14. They're 14 and 15 against the spread.
Yeah, Atlanta the Dream like 83,000 points.
Yeah, exactly. The Atlanta Dream are 15, 13 and 1 against the spread. So if you thought you had an advantage of knowing what's going to happen there, you don't. You have no idea. There are so many fucking injuries for both of these teams. Bradford, Parker, and Carter are all out for the Atlanta Dream, with Hawkins questionable. That is Tiana Hawkins, who's played 26 games. She really doesn't average a whole lot. She only gets about 16 minutes when she is healthy, so nothing new out of the Atlanta Dream camp. However, big injuries all the way around. Is Breland really back on this? Jessica Breland is back on the injury report. She sporadically is good sometimes, only gets 20 minutes. She normally doesn't do much. Danielle Robinson out indefinitely. She was playing very well when she was playing, but she hasn't played for about the past 5 games, so not a big injury there. Everything else is out indefinitely, out indefinitely, out indefinitely, out indefinitely. All people that we already knew about. Holy shit, I don't know what to do here. Over under set at what? 154? Fuck. Let me dive. I'm going to need to dive a little bit further into this one. Hang on. All right. Indiana Fever has come off a 10-point loss and a 17-point loss to the Lynx. Before that, they lost to the Phoenix Mercury, who were very hot. They lost by 5, and then before that to the Phoenix Mercury by 22. They beat the Las Vegas Aces randomly by 2, but before that they lost to them by 16. And then coming off the break, they went LA Sparks lost by 5, Phoenix Mercury lost by 4, and they beat the Dallas Wings by 2. So coming off the break, I really thought the Indiana Fever were going to turn this season around, maybe make a push for about 9th or 8th best team, probably 9th.
Crack the top 10.
Probably 9th, yeah, crack the top 10, maybe even slide into 9th. But they just kind of went back to what they were. I think the injuries are a reason for it too. The Atlanta Dream is about the most sporadic, inconsistent team right now. They have only won 1 game since the break. Yet they have covered the spread 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times since the break in only 10 games. So they've covered the spread half the time, even though they've only won 1 game. Man, expecting them to win a game by 2.5 is just not something I want to place down today.
No, not one.
Considering they've beaten 1 team, and it was the LA Sparks by 2. Pretty much everyone else they play tough, they play close, unless they get just. Here's the thing: when they play the team the first time around, they've lost by 17, 22, 16. They won by 2, lost by 5, and lost by 4. When they play this team the second time, they play them a lot closer. But I think, son of a bitch. This is so hard. This is so extremely hard. The Indiana Fever have only won 2 games since the break. Atlanta Dream have only won 1.
Yeah, I think.
Do we just go plus money Indiana Fever tonight? Because it's just this should be a pick 'em. By the way, this should absolutely be a pick 'em.
First, I just want to say, last couple days, I've been going to try to bet on WNBA on DraftKings because that's the book I use because it's the one I signed up for, and here I am still.
Yeah.
And you know what? They don't even have the games anymore. They just stopped. As of like maybe the last 3-4 days of looking, every time I go to look, they just have the futures.
Disrespectful.
It's absolutely disrespectful.
Get your shit together.
It's terrible.
Get your shit together.
I'm dumbfounded. I'm angry. I'm gonna Pikachu. Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
I'm over it, but it stinks because I like looking at it right here, and I can't. And I can't, Eric.
My two.
What I do think, actually, just real quick, I think maybe where'd it go? I think the Fever team total over.
Fever team total over at 76. Okay.
I'm thinking and I think I'd take one or the. I'm going with the Fever because they're the dog because they have the smaller team total over.
Okay.
And I think and their offensive rating is actually not terrible. They're 7th. Their offensive rating.
Okay.
Well, and we're talking about like every other category. They're either 11 or 12.
Yeah.
So they're
of course.
And the Dream are only 12th in their offensive rating. So I don't want to touch that team total. Over.
Yes.
So I think that if I had to take anything, like gun to head.
Yep.
Fever TTL.
Okay. I'm going to lean both the over and the Indiana Fever to win. I need to do a little bit more with the advanced statistics to figure out where my head's actually at in this one. But after first look, knowing these two teams, I don't think the Fever should be at plus money in this. I don't think any team should be plus money against the Atlanta Dream. They are just not a great team. I know the Indiana Fever have had more question marks throughout the season than the Atlanta Dream have. However, this just feels like a game that the Indiana Fever can win because it's a game the Atlanta Dream should win, which means that they probably aren't going to win it. Fair. Also, I like the over just because I don't see any fucking defense getting played here. These teams are just known to not play defense, and I see just an onslaught of points happening. So maybe Fever team total over. I like game total over, and then the Indiana Fever to win. That is not going to be official. I don't even know if it will be an official play because this game is terrible. Might have to watch how the line goes throughout the day. It looks like I don't have any statistics on who's betting money line or spread or anything like that, but I do have total, and it looks like the over is getting slightly more favored by the public. Other than that, covers.com the Fever are getting actually slammed by the public. So that's kind of interesting. But that's it for WNBA. It's only a game tonight. I don't know if we'll have an official play on that one. That's kind of a scary game to be betting on. So I don't want to force anything in a week WNBA game because weeks are where we make our mark in the WNBA, as we did yesterday with another WNBA win.
As we do.
DraftKings, get your shit together.
Yeah, it's DraftKings. Fuck off.
That's probably why no one's betting on it.
Probably can't verify me either. Anyways, fellas, that is the show today.
What?
That is all the bets today.
Oh, man.
It is 12:34. Remember, we have one baseball game today at what is it? 3:30. 3:30. So that'll be the first set of sports today. Take a nice, easy day. You don't have to worry about sports till later today. It feels like the first day in about 5 that we actually get to relax for part of the day and wait for sports later on.
You know, unless you have, like, work or something until
one of
5,
those
and then you
weirdos. But as far as sports,
Yeah, the sports is your biggest worry in life. Hey, don't worry.
the sticky notes are quite full with Marlins Nats over, Rays Jays under, Rays money line, Braves money line, Astros money line, Astros Rangers over, Giants money line, Giants team total over, and the over in that game as well that I'm thinking about, and then Red Sox Mariners over 8. Feel pretty good about it actually.
I just want to share the parlay that lost real quick.
Yeah, this one does hurt pretty bad.
This one was a beauty.
Yeah, and that was a rough loss last night. I'm not gonna lie.
25 to win 263. No, to win 240 something. Raiders plus 10.5. Derek Carr over 30 passing attempts. Derek Carr over 1 passing touchdown. Derek Carr over 230 passing yards.
Tyson Williams over 45 rushing yards. Lamar Jackson over 59.5 rushing yards. Raiders over 1.5 tuds. Ravens over 1.5 tuds. Raiders first half plus 7.5. That one was scary.
And of course,
under 55.5.
Yeah, and there it is. There's the one loss of the parlay. That is a rough one. Ooh, not
just kidding.
Sammy.
He actually comes out of there.
Not Sammy.
Anyone put him back.
Don't be mean to Sammy.
I know.
Good lord.
I gotta calm down. I'm throwing all my knickknacks.
Yeah, you are. All right, fellas, that is the end of the show today.
That's all we got.
Appreciate you coming by once again. We will once again be here tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channel, same Twitter, same everything. Fellas, won't be going anywhere. Thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you all for the comments. Thank you all for the subscriptions, the everything. We appreciate all the fellas. Whether you show support or you're just lurking out there, we appreciate you immensely. Have a good one. Make some money today. Show those tickets when you hit something huge.
Oh, yeah.
And let's make some fucking money tonight, fellas. Huh?
Let's freaking go.
Coming off a huge day of VIP yesterday.
Yep.
What a great day. And I plan on having another one today.
Should we expect a
Fellas After Dark this week?
We should probably
expect the Fellas After Dark?
We should probably expect one Thursday night.
Slight plug.
Fair warning.
Fair warning. We should definitely expect it. It'll be there.
Yeah, it might be there.
It might just be.
You might want to look after dark.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. Thursday.
That could be misleading.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Get out of here. Go enjoy your day, fellas.
Seriously.
And win some money today. We will see you tomorrow.
Go. Bye, fellas.
Bye, fellas. Not a word.
I actually have to do it. I'm gonna have to put it to this one.
Yeah, this is the regular one. And then we can play a song, maybe like the one that's like, I don't know, one of those 80s bangers. It's like. Hey. Let's see. What song do you want to play when we leave, finally?
I just want to leave.